why was it so glitchy at the end there? Okay, that was funky. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ham. I don't know why I said it that way. Gaucho Cam, thank you for drawing first blood. And also, what up, Limit Reaper? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? Starting stream late because Hakto needed a nap. I got some chicken in the crock pot, and oh, how much time do I have? I think I have like about 2 hours left on it. So I'm gonna have to take a break real quick to make sure the chicken is cooked all the way. Yeah, I got about 2 hours left, so I will be doing that partway through the stream in 2 hours. I gotta check on the chicken in the crock pot. Yeah. That your weekend wasn't too bad? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like, I don't know, it was fine. I woke up just like, man, tum hurts. It didn't like hurt super bad. I would say it'd be on the same level as like sore muscles. It's like that kind of like dull pain where you're just like moving around. It's just like but yeah, the weekend was just fine. I had some food. I got some chicken. All right, I have my girlfriend junction thingy-bobber thing. Yeah. This tour is long indeed. This tour is long. Either that or I'm stalling too much. I did do a few side quests. So I'm sure if I skipped the side quest, maybe it would have been shorter. Maybe like today would have been the last day on disc 2. I don't know how much longer there's left on this disc. We shall see. Doing well. I'm just hanging out with a friend watching him play Final Fantasy X. I'm so jealous. There's something about 10. I don't know. Having someone maybe... I feel like it'd be fun to be able to sit in on someone playing it for the first time. Not in the same way that's like a stream. There is a different vibe between like watching someone stream a game for the first time and then sort of like sitting on the couch as you watch your friend play a game for the first time. It's like different vibes, right? I want to do like another just, couch session, with like a good friend. Be like, hey, you're playing this for the first time, let's watch. And then we just sort of commentate, commentary on it. I don't know. I did not know there were that many slots. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that's fun. My week is great since I had to make 2 pumpkin pies from scratch and cooked a 9-kilogram turkey. I will say, I am a little sad. Because my little, it's not little. So I say toaster oven, but it's not the toaster ovens where you can only like toast bread. It's the kind that it does also work as an oven. So it has some, height to it. You can like change the levels where the racks are, but it is, a smaller oven type thing. So the dial for the timer, so if you turn it right, it's like a timer, whatever. And then if you turn it left, it just keeps it on. The dial half broke. So like the plastic that keeps the dial on the knob to turn, it's half broke. So you kind of have to angle it and turn it. I had some bananas. I was going to make banana bread. Banana bread is just so easy to make and I really enjoy banana bread. And it's a easy snack to have when you want an evening treat after dinner. It's not super unhealthy or anything. I mean, you're not adding extra sugar. It's just bananas. But yeah, the dial's half broken, and last time I tried just making some toast, just normal bread and toast, it was kind of hard to get the dial turned in. Yeah, so I'm sad about that. We were talking, oh yeah, because you were talking about pumpkin pies, and it reminded me of the banana bread I wanted to make, but I don't know if I trust myself to make because the dials are funky. That's what it was. Anyway, there's my sad dissertation about old broken kitchen appliances. To be fair though, it was my grandmother, so it is probably, this kitchen appliance is probably well over my age. I mean, it's probably near 5 decades old, this kitchen appliance. So it's actually probably amazing that this thing has lasted on, because it is of the era where things were colored in those pastel colors. So it is a pastel pink color. The era where pastel green or pastel pink or that mint green, like those color kitchen appliances were popular. Yeah, it was from that era, but broken. It's usable. it's just really hard to turn the dial, and I have to be careful because, like I said, I have to hold the door because the door just swings open and shut. It's not locked. So I have to hold the handle to get a good grip. That's the only thing I can grip on the little oven toaster to sort of help with the angle. Because if I touch anywhere else, I'm going to burn myself. So that's why I'm just sad. Anyway, hello, Adrian. How art thou? Saturday, Cujo, this weekend. So I got a few things from Black Friday. My purchases include, I don't know what they're called in English, but think of it as like a desk clamp. So it's in like an extension to the desk, and it slides in and out. Because I don't have one of those desks where it has like a little slide in and out thing for your keyboard. So the issue with my current mic, when I'm at the computer streaming, I can't see my keyboard because the mic is in the way. If I look down, the mic is right there. But when I'm not using the mic, I do move it out of the way as much as possible. Like I move it up. I can't move it left because it'll smack my consoles and stuff. But so I just move the mic up as much as possible. But even doing that as much as possible, it's still in the periphery of my laptop screen. So if I look at my second monitor, it's fine. But looking at my like laptop monitor, I have to duck under the mic to see the screen. So my solution was to get a little tray that extends out so I can put my keyboard and mouse on it. So then I can have, so when I put the mic away, when I'm done, I can actually push it down. So I'm not ducking to try and see the screen. I just look over and it's there. So that's coming sometime this week. And then I did get some a new headset. I relented. Mostly because a lot of the soft parts of my current headset is flaking, and it just so happened. So my mom mentioned the last headset that, you know, hand-me-downs that I gave her, the cushion parts just completely got removed. Like they like unstuck. She's like, I could super glue it, but she was like, yeah, the audio's starting to get like crackly and such. I'm like, oh, well, those were some cheap headphones I got from Ross. So I told her, hey, since it is Black Friday, now better than ever to get a new headset. So I said, I'll get a new headset then, and you can have my old headset. Because the only thing wrong with these is the black flaking. So you can just do some electrical tape to wrap around like the head part, you know, and you can put some sock covers over the ear part and it'll be fine. So I was like, oh, I'll give you these. And since it's on sale now, I'll get a new headset. She was like, deal. So I got a new headset. So that's also coming this week. And yeah, that was my week. That was my week. I did shopping. I also did a lot of shopping today because, man, chicken is expensive. Do you need a kitchen appliance? I'll try to work with it a little while longer and see if I can make it work. It's not broken. It's just that the dial for the timer and the turn the oven on part, like if you like, say you pop the dial off, and the little plastic bit that would, you know, slide into the slot for, you know, turning the knob part, half of it is broken off. So instead of like a full circle, like on the back of it, it's a half, you could say it's like a crescent moon. So in order to turn the dial, I have to hold the oven handle in England. I think it's doable. I'd have to like keep trying it to see if I can manage. I have to see if I can manage because it is an old appliance, so. I'm proud to say my grandma took good care of her kitchen appliances because, like I said, I'm pretty sure this thing is like over 50 years old. I marinated the turkey with fish sauce, light and dark soy sauce, cilantro, lemongrass, white pepper, and sugar. Also stuffed the crevices with lemongrass, lemons from our tree. Cooked the monster of a turkey in the barrel smoker. Woo! That sounds good. Why didn't you invite me? What? Limit Reaper, what the heck, dude? Your dudeness, because you know you are a Reaper that is a harbinger of death. But your dudeness, why'd you invite me? That sounds deliciousness. Turkey, I don't think I've had turkey that was seasoned with lemongrass before. Sort of that nice lemony, citrusy, like. I don't think I've had that kind of turkey before. I think I've only had like the standard. Well, I guess you could say American salt and pepper, some kind of herbs. What do they use? Parsley? I don't know what people use on turkey. I just had the standard. Turkey isn't my favorite. I will say that. Turkey is not my favorite flesh to consume. You know, I've had better forms of flesh, including fowl. I have better fowl, like chicken is good. I've had duck. The duck I had was amazing. So, I mean, I'm on that spectrum, but you just gotta show me the way with turkey, Limit Reaper. Would you like a keyboard tray to clamp or unscrew under your desk? Oh, so what it is, it has a clamp. So it has 2 clamps that go in. So it'll slide out, but actually has a second. So once you slide it all the way out, there's like a second joint where then you can raise the keyboard up, like the desk thing up. So it'll be flat against your desk. So it won't be like a level under, because if it's completely, you know, under the desk, a lot of the keyboard trays were just under the desk at all times. My desk isn't that high, and my chair can't go that low. I have my chair set to the lowest sitting, so I'd lose leg space. But since I can pull out the tray all the way out and then lift it up to the desk level, that's like such a helpful thing. So I was like, okay, hopefully it works. So it'll all be good. I also stuffed compound butter under the breast. Butter. I'm trying to visualize it. Compound butter. I'm gonna be a weird person. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of marinating meats and butter. That is just personal preference. I'm trying to like visualize it and think hard about it, because it does add like a richness and a creaminess to the meat. I don't know. Butterness doesn't affect texture at all, right? If the meat is soft, it's soft. It doesn't affect it sort of like how acidic things like lemons or pineapples would affect texture. I don't know. In my mind, butter is sort of that rich flavor that I can only handle in smaller doses. I think that's a me thing. Noise. That sounds very... Right, Omega Raptor? I can't even start the game because Limit Reaper over here talking about delicious food. How dare you? Duck is great. I love duck. Right? Cujo, you get it. Oh, Cujo, you get it. Duck, so good. I don't know how... So my mom's friend made some duck. I don't know how she did it. Like because it's still how you know the skin on it, where the skin was just crispy, right? It had a nice crunch crisp to it. It had like all this marinated flavor to it, just, you know, caramelized in. It had like a sweetness to it. They went with like a more of a sweet flavor. But the meat was so soft and juicy. I'm like, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? How'd you do it? I'm out here torturing myself. Always take it out 5 degrees before it's ready and then let it rest. It'll continue cooking even outside the oven. Oh, turkey is good if they know when to pull the turkey out. See, it's not really... It's a taste thing. I don't know. I've had turkey in many iterations, and I think turkey is fine. It's definitely, like, if it was on the menu, it would not be my go-to. Like, you know, I think I would go for chicken first. I'd go for duck. I'd probably go for pork or beef even before that. Probably even seafood, because I really do love seafood. I mean, obviously I'm allergic to shrimp, so I can't say anything on that. Big sad on that. But yeah, it's not that I hate turkey. It's just that I find so many other meats more delicious than turkey. Which, whenever I explain that, it does sound like I'm dunking on turkey. I'm not dunking on turkey. It could very well be I just never had good turkey before. But just with my experience, I've just had so many other meats that to me were just better. So it's not my go-to. I usually do different seasonings every year. I've done Korean, Mexican, Bolivian, now Thai-inspired marinade for the turkey. I don't know Bolivian turkey. What? What's Bolivian turkey? I'm gonna head off to bed and have a good stream. Hawkdo, good night. Good night, Adrian. Sorry that we're talking about all these delicious foods right before bed. I know you already brushed your teeth, Adrian. Oh, how painful. Anyway, have some delicious takoyaki dreams. Piping hot. You know takoyaki isn't good unless it gives your mouth third-degree burns. That's when you know it's good. Thanks for dropping by. The butter was only stuffed under the breast to keep it from drying. Oh, gotcha. I also mixed the butter with cilantro, lemongrass, a little bit of marinade for turkey. Butter taste is not there at all. Gotcha. Okay. When you said stuffed it with butter, I was thinking like, you stuck a stick of butter inside the turkey? That's a lot. That was my mind. I was like, what? That's intense. I had friends that say they don't really like turkey until they try my friends. It's not that I don't like turkey. I'll eat it. I'm like, yeah, turkey's fine. It's just that in my mind, I've had so many other better meats. Like, I do think probably, I mean, this is also very basic, but my favorite meat would probably be chicken. And then second would probably be a variety of seafoods. Like, I really like yellowtail. I really like blue tuna. Stuff like that. And then pork, probably. I really like duck too, though. Ooh, pork and duck might be tied, though. Ooh. And then I guess weirdly enough, beef is, you know, below all that. Because for me, beef is good, but I like it sparingly. I'm not going to have a good time if I have to eat steak every day of my life. I'm fine with eating steak once a year, if at all. Hamburgers, I'm also fine eating maybe like 2 or 3 times a year. It doesn't have to be often. I like beef. I think turkey and beef might be on a similar... So there's a place, they got rid of it, called Cabela's, and they used to have... What was it? They had a variety of burgers. They had Angus beef, they had elk, and they had bison. Would bison be considered beef? Because I'm just gonna say that bison burger was good. I like the elk burger more. The elk burger was just very soft, and it just had sort of a sweetness to it. How do I put it? Elk, to me, tastes somewhere in the middle of beef and horse. In the middle is elk, because it's, you know, it has the richness of beef, but it has a bit of the sweetness that horse meat has. The elk burger was good, but I really like the bison burger, too. There's so many good meats. It doesn't, you know. I still like turkey. It just doesn't allow me. My tummy is air-filled with food, so no... What do you mean, air-filled? Wait, Adrian, I hope you properly ate dinner before you went to bed. What do you mean, air-filled? Mine would be seafood and pork is second place for me. Oh, nice, nice. Cabela's is awesome. They got rid of all that food. Yeah, so I think they only have... I don't know if they still have the bison burgers. I remember specifically, because my favorite was the elk burger. They got rid of elk. So I know they have the Angus beef. I don't know if they still have the bison burgers. But yeah, they got rid of the elk burgers, which I was sad. I don't know the reason for it, if it was a cost thing or if it was just, you know, I don't know the environmental balances that comes with consumption of less commercialized meats, if that makes sense. Obviously, there's a huge, you know, system in place for cows, for, you know, seafood, for pigs and such. Elk, you know, I can see it's a more of a niche thing, so I don't know if it's in relation to it's harder to maintain, you know, an elk ranch, I guess if you could call it that, or if it is just a cost thing of like we have to cut the number of menu items. I don't know what the reason is, but I was sad that the elk burger was gone. I do. It's on my bucket list. I do want to have boar hot pot sometime. One of my mom's friends said when they went to Hokkaido, there was a place that served boar, and the boar hot pots were like amazing. They also said they had bear. They said bear was just aight, which I can see, like, you know, carnivorous animals, maybe the meat would be tougher. And if I know anything, it's all I know from Food Wars, is that bear also has a very distinct stink to it. Like a stench to the meat that, you know, you could easily mask it with like curry and stuff, but it's hard to deal with. But I want to try the boar hot pot because they said the boar hot pot was amazing. I'll share pics of what I made on the Discord. All right. We're trying to hurt Hakto today about the food talk. I see. I usually do the bloodletting method because a lot of people don't believe the red near the bone is not blood regards reaching the proper temperature. People don't like red in their meats? What? What? Meat can be red, that's fine. Is that what we're talking about? Because I know there's also meats, but there's also, you kind of see them in chickens. Around the fascia, you might see those like red, I don't know if they're veins, but like that. I know there are some picky people who also like, when they're preparing chicken meat, they try to cut that out. And I'm just like, it's fine. You might see little, like, I don't know if they're called blood clots. I don't know if they're blood clots. I don't know. But like little bits of red in like the fat or the fascia. I'm like, it's fine. Just eat it. It's food. I also had the bison. It came down to that or crocodile. So I went for the safer choice. I haven't had crocodile. There are some of the, I guess you could call them the less orthodox meats that you would get in some of the southern states that I haven't tried yet. My parents had, and they're like, yeah, it was pretty good. Like, my dad had rattlesnake. My mom's had frog legs. You know, they both had crocodile. And I'm like, why don't you take me to these places? And they're like, it's far. And I'm like, ugh. It's far, I guess. So I still haven't had any of the southern fleshes, if that makes sense. The meats of the south. That is crocodile, frog legs, snakes and stuff. I haven't had those. Is that the place you're talking about in relation to that sporting goods store? Cabela's? Cabela's is Cabela's considered a sporting goods store? I thought it was mostly just primarily like a hunting type store because they have a lot of like fishing related items. They also have a lot of like hunting rifles and protection gear for that. So like, you know, camo or like proper coats and whatnot. Is that it? Is that what you're talking about? Closer to the bone could leave the inside to appear pinkish because of the myoglobin. So if I were to put closer to the bone will cook a tad faster, lessening the trace of pink near the bone. Pink is fine though! It adds character! You're better than me, Cujo. I would never bother with that. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. Elk is so good. I love elk. I think I had marinated tenderloin with spice. Let me tell you, we had a neighbor. I believe, oh, this is going to be so bad. I was a kid. I was in elementary school when they were neighbors. So I didn't get to know the neighbor that well. They were older than me. They were adults. They were my parents' age. Why would I hang out with them? I know, so the husband was, I think he was Sioux, Native American. So he would always go back. I don't know where. He said he'd always go back home to hunt. So I don't know where he went, but he would always come back with delicious meats and, you know, give us, you know, some cuts. It would already be butchered and stuff. But one time he came back and like in the back of his pickup, there was just a whole elk there. And he was like, hey, I'm going to give you guys one of these legs. Okay. I'll like be sure to, you know, skin it, butcher it, clean it for you. And my brother was like, can I watch? He was like, sure. And so, you know, my brother went to watch. I was like tiny, so I was too scared to go watch. But I remember my mom was like, man, I'm grateful, but we do not have the freezer space for this. So she went to tell him like, man, that I appreciate you. Could we get maybe a little less than the leg, like half the leg? We can't fit it all in. And they're like, you know what? Perfect timing. We have a giant freezer that we don't need anymore. Take it. And so we got a freezer and an elk leg that year, and it was like Christmas. It was so good. Snapping turtle soup is popular where I live. It's pretty good. Texture reminds me of chicken. I haven't eaten a single reptilian flesh. I'll put it in that perspective. I haven't eaten a reptile before, so I wouldn't know. I know in Japan they I don't think it's snapping turtle. I don't know what kind of turtle. They call it supponabe. So they do have a turtle type hot pot in Japan. That's common. I just haven't had it. I mean, in the same breath, you know, I also haven't had like puffer fish. So there are some Japanese foods I haven't had because they are also considered niche, sort of like the crocodile of Japan. I have a crocodile once upon a time as well. I should really have some again. It sounds good. All this talk about bison croc meats is making me think of a place near Denver, Colorado called the Buckhorn Exchange, where they had various game animals you can eat depending on the season availability, of course. That sounds amazing. We can exchange meats, fleshes, game. That's probably the better way to word it. Game. I've been saying, yeah, flesh. Here's my flesh preference. Snapping turtles are really mean, so I don't have to feel guilty about it. I can let you know that the one thing you don't have to worry about eating or overhunting at all in Japan is boar. Because if I understand, since there's a lot less, you know, hunting is a lot less common in Japan now with how, you know, modern day-to-day life goes. You can just go to the grocery store and stuff. So from what I heard in Hokkaido, boars are so not affluent, so in excess that they're actually considered a pest now. And I'm like, my image of pests are like insects, right? It's just like, yeah, it's those. I'm like, that's a big pest. Boars are, I think boars are also considered invasive at this point in a lot of areas in Hokkaido. So that's why I want to do my part. I'm gonna do my part and go to Hokkaido and eat a boar hot pot. Oh, Kujo! I hope Panda had some boar hot pot. I don't know if she did. I did tell Panda that the main thing she should be on the lookout for in Hokkaido is definitely the seafood. Crab was in season, so I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't. But you gotta do your part. You gotta eat some boar. Gotta help the environment and eat some boars. Boars are a huge problem in Hawaii too, and generally all over the world. Are they? So this is a global issue. All right, everyone gather round. We gotta do our part. At least once in our life, we all gotta eat boar in some shape or form, right? We gotta eat some boar. I didn't ask what she asked, but I don't want to hear. I'm envious that she wanted. You gotta go too, Kujo. You gotta go. I'm not saying you have to go to Osaka to come see me, but you can if you want to. Or you could go somewhere fun like Hokkaido, I guess. Somewhere with amazing food like Hokkaido, I guess. You can skip out on visiting me, I guess. Right, I think I needed this, right? The magic junction for Squalo. I'm close to getting cover, so I can actually get cover real quick, and then I'll work on the junctions. I don't know which magic junction specifically I need. I'm getting that. Sure, that's fine. Carbungo, I'm getting auto reflect, but I should probably get. I want to get vitality, I think. I don't remember who, what, when, where I am. Oh, okay. Leviathan. Why are you on that? And you got 20. Why are you on that? What did I get? I must have gotten this or something. Okay, I don't want that. So I guess we'll get Spirit. Because why not? We're gonna go for Spirit. Pandemonium. I know this one is the one I need a lot of. Okay, I have Magic Junction, so I'm missing the second slot. So it's not the brothers I need, it's you that I need. But I decided to prioritize getting the strength buff, because Squall doesn't have any strength buff, so I no longer do that delicious 3.4k damage. I don't do that anymore, so I need to get this. I'm not gonna farm for it. I debated over farming for, you know, a couple of AP points over the weekend. I decided against it because I had to remind myself I'm on disc 2. I'm still on disc 2, so it's all good. Alright, if that's the case then, going back to the brothers. After cover, I'll go for cheer. I'm gonna get cover. Because why not? And then I'll switch to cheer. I'm not gonna farm for cheer, even though it's only 10 AP. I'm not gonna go for it. Cover! I think it's a useful thing to have sometime in the future. I've been playing Castlevania Game Boy Advance in Japanese. It's a great Japanese practice. You mentioned it, and then I talked about... Oh, I forgot the name. I can check real quick. Let me check real quick. It's under my Discord. I said I would check the name of the YouTuber who does a lot of, I guess you could call it like Japanese game reviews for from the perspective of studying. And he had like a 3-hour video where he ranked Japanese games with furigana in it, how good they are from a studying perspective. I'm scrolling. Hold on. Discord is taking a long time to load for some reason. Game Gengo. That's the name of the channel. Game Gengo. So the number one game he did rank was Tanoshiku Omoshiroku Kanken Shougakusei, which is just a kanji learning game, but it does have furigana, so it is a good learning tool for kanji. But then he did list other games like Yokai Watch, like Digimon, like Zelda and such. I haven't checked all of his videos, but looking at the content he does have, I'm like, oh, Game Gengo is probably a perfect marriage of people wanting to learn Japanese who also like gaming. Yeah, we had this conversation. I kind of forgot it too, so that's why I reiterated. Looking up kanji in older games is absolutely brutal, especially... It was Final Fantasy V, I think. No, it was Final Fantasy IV. Like the SNES games where they had, you know, more minimal kanji, but some of the kanji they had, especially when it's fictitious kanji, like they make up kanji, like the friggin' Genjukai, which is the Phantasm World, I think in English. I took a picture of it and showed it to my mom, and I said, what the heck? And my mom said, I don't know, that's not a real kanji. So I had to look it up, like, on the Japanese wikis. Like, what... Okay, Phantasm World, what was it called in Japanese? Genjukai, okay. And sometimes with the older games, for some of the kanji that most Japanese people just know, they don't have all the stroke orders in the kanji. They have the basic shape of it, because they're like, we don't need to do the 2 lines here. People are gonna know this kanji. So when they do that... And then here I am trying to draw it into my Google Translate and it's not coming up because it's missing strokes. So Google cannot interpret the kanji at all. But they do that in the game because they can only have so much strokes in the SNES. Like for one character box, how many lines can be in it. It is brutal for some of the older games. But yeah, let me get my... I think I need... 4 or 6 AP, I can't remember. Now that I'm looking at this place, I think I was right. My title for stream was more so a prediction, but I think I was right. I think... Hello guys, how you doing? Do I need to mug you? I don't think I've mugged these guys. Do I not have mug? Do I not have mug? I don't have mug, darn it. I don't have mug. That makes me sad. There are probably some kanji where the amount of strokes exceeds the amount of pixels available in smaller fonts. Yeah. So my hypothesis on it was they lessened the strokes for kanji. A, that, you know, they didn't have enough pixels. Oops, I missed. But also for kanji that, again, Japanese people are gonna get the general gist of it. Is what I assume, but... Yeah, Final Fantasy... I'm pretty sure that was Final Fantasy IV, right? With, Oh, I forgot her name. She was a little girl and then time skip and she was older. I don't remember. 4 AP! That's all I needed. That's all I needed. I'm gonna save. Watching High School of the Dead in mid-2020, that sure is a vibe. Yeah, Lydia, that's her name. Oh, thank you so much. I kept wanting to say Terra, and I'm like, no, it's not Terra. Terra was Final Fantasy VI. Lydia, that's what it was. That's another name, sort of like Ragna, where it's like, oh, Rydia. I'm like, you know, Lydia is a name, right? L-I-D-I-A. I'm like, Lydia works too. Why is it an R? I don't know. So I've always called her Lydia because reasons. What am I doing? Right, girlfriends. You there. You there. Stop. Halt. Get cheer. Yes, get cheerful. Sadly, the dude passed away, which is why I never continued. Yeah, it's such a hard thing to try and figure out what to do when the author passes. Like with Berserk's case, I believe they were on the final arc of the story, so I think maybe a lot of the main story points was already fleshed out. So they just have to basically find an artist replacement, which is hard because the author for Berserk, I know his art is sort of legendary within the manga world, so it's not gonna be the same, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Where did cover go? Oh, cover's one of these things? Oh, I mean, I'll keep... I don't need evasion, but I guess I'll keep it just for funsies. Yeah, I'm not at the point where Squall is tanky enough to use cover, so that's fine. I'll keep defense, that's fine. But yeah, I remember that was really sad. It was just a sudden passing, and it was too early in the story just to know how the whole thing was planned to go down. Am I squishy? Why is Squall at half health? How did that happen? Hold on, I gotta rejunction everyone else. Sorry, abilities. That's what you need. I want Mug. So I'm gonna get rid of Spirit. I'm gonna prioritize Vitality over Spirit. I'm gonna prioritize Magic over that. Let's get some Mug up in here. Oops, I don't know why I keep doing that. Selfie, what are your abilities? You don't have a lot, right? You're the one that only has 2 slots, so this is fine. Actually, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Tara was the other green-haired lady in the other game. Yeah, Tara was 6. I knew that. Lydia was a little long back, so I forgot her name. Ginso World, yeah. Tara was the other green one, yeah. Satoshi Kon's death left a void in the anime that still felt today. So was that the author of High School of the Dead? I gotta apologize. I don't know everyone's names. I'm gonna assume Satoshi Kon is the author of High School of the Dead. It did feel like High School of the Dead did feel like it was on track to be... I mean, it still is, even though it didn't get its completion, but it did feel like it was on track to be a classic in that it's one that everybody knew, everyone was talking about. Some of the shots were crazy, where you're like, you know what is pretty dope? Some wild action scenes with some very... I'm worried about our defense. Why are we getting hurt so much? You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I don't like how much we're getting hurt. I was at the bed, so I started that fight with full health, and Selfie already went down to 1k, so she lost 5k, Squall lost like 4k, you lost 3k. That's a lot of health. So what I'm actually gonna do, Squall, I'm gonna get rid of your defense. I'm gonna do this level down so we can lower the monster levels. It's not great for farming, whatever. I don't think I need to farm anytime soon, but I want them to hit less hard. We all don't have the proper vitality and spirit buffs that we need, I think. See, Noah even has this vitality plus 40%, and even she got hurt hard. Dang. He did perfect blue. Oh! Yes, yes, yes. He passed? I did not know that. I did not know that. I remember, so I've seen half of Perfect Blue, and I've seen Millennium Actress. Didn't he also do Tokyo Godfathers? I could be wrong. Didn't he also do Tokyo Godfathers? Did he also do Steam Boy? Was that the name of that one? I can't remember. He did a lot. Yeah. He most definitely considered a legend within the director sphere. Alright, off we go. Finally, what's up? Tokyo Godfather's Paprika, the first third of memories, that's him. Did he do Steam Boy? I don't remember who did Steam Boy. I remember watching that one too. You good, Selfie? Oh no, is this gonna be sad? Oh, is there gonna be a lot of dialogue? Let me get Google Translate up. Let me get Google Translate up.
Missile. Yomenai.
Missile nani?
直撃? So the missiles were a direct hit?
Oh, was it a direct hit? Oh. What did we do on that control panel then? I thought we messed with the coordinates of the missiles, but I guess not. Hidoi. How awful. I'm guessing we climbed that green stuff to go over.
私行ってくる. I'm gonna go check up on ahead.
気をつけろよ。 take care. Squall trusts her. He's like, yeah, you go do what you need to do. I know I've said this a lot about Selfie, on how I'm surprised how much I ended up liking Selfie. In a weird way, I'm also surprised on how much I ended up liking Squall. And that Squall is actually doing a good job. Like, he's well written when he has to take on a leadership role. Squall. What? Oh, it's you. Oh, Squall. Ara? Selfie wa issho janai no? Mai? Is Selfie not with you? Hitori tarinakunai ka? Aren't you missing someone? Steamboy was the Akira guy. Oh, gotcha. Steamboy's a perfectly good popcorn film. Nothing wrong with being a popcorn film. Yeah.
My back.
I'll get a snack. おやついただくわ。この変な子さん、ストレッチと水もありがとう。顔も変えんといけんか。やべえ。いつもどうも。この変な子さん。What's up, Mai? How are we doing? We just got to Trabia Garden. In case anyone's interested in where I'm at in the story. I've just arrived to Trabia Garden, by the way. Arigato, konna henna ko-san. Transform. Boop. Gotta wait for trigger fire. Ho ho, mata kono kao da. But yeah, I only mentioned Steamboy because I remember borrowing it from Blockbuster. Back in my day, we went to Blockbuster, we borrowed it, watched it as a family. I don't remember a single thing about that movie. It's one of those weird things, like as a child, I had such good memory of like remembering every scene of a movie I watched. Like everything is so vivid, even the trailers. Like I remember the Shutter Island trailers I'd got at before, what was it? It wasn't a kid. It was a kid in Aladdin's palace or something. Like those movies. Those movies are fun, by the way. But they had like a horror movie. Like I remember that. There was I can't remember it, but for some reason, Steamboy just never stuck to memory, and I don't know why. To be fair, I think Blockbuster officially closed. Didn't it officially close in like 2010 or something? So you could have been born in 2000 and you would have grown up with Blockbuster. And I was in the Midwest, mind you. So everything happened like a couple years late for the Midwest. Everything came to the Midwest far later than compared to if you were in California or the East Coast. Everything was late. I watched it on Tubi a few years back. It was quite a spectacle. I miss when anime looked like that. With them giant, more angular eyes. When things were more angular. That's a thing. When did eyes become more soft and rounded? Like, still big. Was it around the, oh, what's the name? Like, Clanad, or what's the name of the other anime that had the giant eyes? I remember the song was, Let Me Be With You. That one. Ow. Oh. Chobits, yeah, that's the one. Was it around them eyeballs started getting rounder? Because those came out before Angel Beats. And Angel Beats and Haruhi Suzumiya was with the round eyes era. I feel like Chobits and Clanad came out before Haruhi and Angel Beats. So I would say around that was when eyes started getting rounder. Before it was like either very oval, like oblong oval, or they were like very sharp. They always had like the cat eyes, the corners at the eyes. It was just like wink, the winged eyeliner. Hold on, I need to drink some more. That was tasty. Oh, I forgot to mention. So the snack I had was Bourbon no Langreis. Langreis. Wafer みたいなやつ. Delicious chocolate. What's up, Tentaku? 2014. Oh, was 2014 the official death of Blockbuster? Yeah. Like I said, the Midwest things happened a lot more slowly there, so. Like, once Toys R Us went out of business, it took a while for the Toys R Us in our area to actually officially close. It was around for a while. Big Lots was also around for a while longer. Sears, I think, it died a little slower than if you're on, like, the East Coast or West Coast. Sears was around a little while longer. Same with Sports Authority. It was around a little while longer. It does feel like there was a modification female characters around that time. Yeah, I would say it was around that time. Because they did have big eyes in the old 90s one. I'm thinking of a specific one, but I can't remember the name of it. I remember the character had sort of like this... It was like a fantasy thing. This character had this punk, like, long hair, but it was all, like, spiky and such. But that era, like, they had the big eyes. But, oh, good example is actually just Pokemon. Like, Ash Ketchum had the long eyes, but they were, like, narrow. More of a cat eye look. So the eyes weren't, like, completely round, you know, moe, like, round irises like they are with a lot of animes now. But for sure, all the anime girls had them winged eyeliners. It was just like, swing! Everything was spikier. That's what I mean by spikier. A lot of more, sharp black lines in the art. Toys R Us is back, but it's more of a pop-up store like Spirit of Halloween. Gotcha. Toys R Us. The death of Toys R Us was more so with the conception of Amazon, right? You could buy a lot of specific toys online with Amazon, or you could just, you know, just generally get toys from Walmart. I feel like that's how Toys R Us went out of business. Toys R Us had a similar trajectory to Blockbuster. With the online world being available, they're like, can't keep it up. Work was weird today, but I'm glad I'm home. Hey, go get yourself a snack. I had a snack and it was good. So now you gotta do your part and get your snack. Modern anime didn't emerge until sometime after 2002. All the big-eyed stuff. If someone can pinpoint it, like if they can find the anime that... Because obviously it's hard to do with manga, because there's a lot of manga that never got an anime, so there might have been a gradual shift with manga. But my idea is the turning point to me in my brain is, I don't know which came out first, but Clannad or Chobits. I think Chobits came out first. My brain is the pinpoint is kind of Chobits. They did... It's different though. I was thinking of a Paranormal Agent. Is that what it was called? That one. Wait, no, that's different. What was the song to that? I think Paranoia Agent was what it was called. They had round eyes, but it was different. They were going round for more of a realism perspective. So that's different. Moe eyes is what I'm talking about. I'm saying Chobits. I don't know. Something before, maybe. I'm just calling it Chobits. Chobits was the turning point. You know what I miss when anime one will have long pointy noses? The pointy schnozzes? Yeah! Well, if you miss them, Poncho Smith, go to Detective Conan. They still have pointy schnozzes. If anything, the noses have gotten pointier as time has passed. Their chins, their noses, you can see the transition. Conan has done a reverse engineering thing. They used to be a lot rounder. Like the jawline and the noses were doing the anime things. But especially the jawline. Detective Conan started out, they all had round, like, jawlines. It is diabolical how much of an isosceles triangles those jawlines are now. It is sharp, and it's funny. So if you want some sharp, pointy angles, go watch Detective Conan. I actually did get some. We'll eat, I have a little stomach ache, so just wait till it's... Get something warm to drink, all right? Stay warm. Make sure your tum is warm, your feet are warm, your hands are warm. Warm up. Get something warm to drink. How about that? If you don't want to make something, just, I don't know, put some water in a cup and heat it up. Even just hot water is fine. Get something to warm you up from the inside out. Chobits 2000, 2002. Yeah. Paranoia Agent, that's the one. That one also had round eyes, but I wouldn't really call it moe. Bubblegum Crisis is an interesting comparison point for this kind of stuff. Yeah. That could work. Get something warm. Hitori tarinaku nai ka? Aren't you missing a person? Selfie nara saki ni ikaseta. If you're talking about selfie, I let her go on ahead. あいつきっとショックで、でかいんだろうな. I'm sure the shock is massive to her. 早く追いかけようぜ. Let's hurry and catch up. What happens if I talk to you? Will my seed ranking drop? But oh, can't read that. Oop, I can't read that. Oh, I'm a failure. I'm a failure. I think those are kanji I should know. Every single one of those. But since they're paired together like that, I don't know how to read them. バルムが占領された正直言って俺もショックだったんだ。I mean, to be honest, I was also shocked when Balam was occupied. セルフィの気持ち俺少しだけわかると思うぜ。I think I can understand Selfie's feelings just a bit. Aww. Yeah. まかり間違えばバラムガーデンもこんな風になっていたかもしれないわ。If we just were a little bit too late, made the wrong missteps, Balam Garden could have also ended up like this place. 止めることができて本当に良かったわ。I'm glad we were able to prevent that for Balam Garden's sake at the very least. Yes. セルフィー絶対ショック受けてるよ。Selfie is definitely under a lot of shock right now. 絶対いつもと違うって。It's definitely different than all the other times before. 気づかないのかよ、スコール。Don't you realize, Squall? So he's saying, like, this is different from all the other times. Like, she was depressed or, like, trying to put on a brave face. He's like, nah, this is serious. You gotta realize. I realize. But Squall trusts Selfie, but she's gonna have her back, you know? Oh, there's someone here. Oh, that's good. So some people did survive. Oruf, Squishy! Oruf Toyoto! Hello, hello. Wait, you see that at the bottom right hand of the screen? Right, there's two missables here. I guess I found one of them. Gekkan, so this is the weapons book. If I recall... So I looked ahead earlier for missables. There's one more missable item that's have to get after Selfie moves, I believe. Well, let's check this out. What's this? Zendaga? Squall, sure, yeah, why not? Kyoko. Sleeping, about to sleep in bed, but want to briefly say hello! Squishy, what up? You excited for this weekend? So this weekend, Tentaku, Squishy, and Kaiser and I are gonna do one of those joint doades. It's gonna be so fun. I can do this. I remember the command. Oh, I was staring at the keyboard from the side because, as I said, I can't see my keyboard. But there we go. Strawberry tarts. I want strawberry tarts. I want strawberry tarts. I am excited. I'm excited. I hope the video helped with the Fugitech reactive thing, even though it unfortunately was an AI generative thumbnail that I missed, but oop, that's not how you spell it. But it was a short and sweet video tutorial on how to use the current UI. Oop. You got to see Zootopia? What's your non-spoiler review? Squishy, no spoilers, but what'd you think about it? Did you like it? How did it compare to the first Zootopia? Do you need time to think about it? You loved it? Nice. It's kind of weird. I'm at a place where I'm kind of over Disney. I think it might have a lot to do with their insistence on doing live action remakes or giving sequels to stuff that didn't need sequels. Like, you know, Lilo and Stitch, the live action's a good example, or Moana 2, I'd say is another good example where it's just not good. When I heard Zootopia 2 was coming out, I don't know why, I had complete faith that Disney would do a good job. I think maybe because, I don't know. I honestly don't know why. I'm like, oh, Zootopia 2, I was like genuinely excited about it. Whereas like when Moana 2 was announced, I was like, I don't care. Live action Lilo Stitch was announced, I don't care. I think they're planning on a live action Aristocats. Again, I don't care. Zootopia 2, I was excited for. So it's kind of a, I don't know. Zootopia is kind of a beacon in sort of the weirdness that is Disney for me. Lots of Stray Kids reference in Zootopia too. I don't know what Stray Kids are. Is that a TV show or a band, or I don't know what Stray Kids is. I'm falling deeper in love with Zootopia series and the world. If they can keep, I think, to say it in the least spoilery way possible, I think the weakest part of the first Zootopia movie was the twist villain. I think even saying that is a spoiler, but I'll just leave it at that. The twist villain, I would say, was the weakest part of the first Zootopia, but everything else, the world building, the characters, the dialogue, everything was great. I mean, even so, Shakira as, like, you know, this gazelle pop star in the world, like, her addition to the movie and even her song just felt, like, perfect. It melded perfectly with the movie. Zootopia was a great movie. Let's just say that. Zootopia was a great movie. But yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Disney is dead to me. Disney has made a lot of questionable choices in recent. I would agree with that. I know Marvel is kind of a branch off of Disney, but I will say, so I haven't been a huge fan of, you know, from what I've heard of a lot of the Disney's post-Endgame stuff, I enjoyed Spider-Man Far From Home. I felt like that was a good conclusion to that. It sounds like they're gonna bring it back. I don't know what they're gonna do. A lot of their stuff I wasn't interested in, but I did watch the new Fantastic Four movie and I absolutely loved it. I love the new Fantastic Four movie, and I heard the Thunderbolts movie had a lot of heart in it. Like, it's not a lighthearted movie, but there is a lot of heart in the movie that people are like, surprisingly, the people who have been saying like they're disappointed in Marvel are now saying they're very sad that Thunderbolts was considered a box office flop, because out of all the, you know, the post-Endgame stuff, a lot of people consider that, like, you know, one of their favorites. I guess Guardians 3 was also post-Endgame. I did like Guardians 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was also good. So not everything has been a flop, but I am interested to see Thunderbolts now, because I've seen a lot of people say, like, I'm just sad it didn't do well in the box office, because it was actually a movie that was really well done. The storytelling and also Zootopia had a bunch of cuddle moments and made me very happy. If I know anything about Squishy, it's that Squishy loves all fluffies and squishies. The Fantastic Four movie, it was so good. I did like, I'm a sucker for retro future aesthetics. It was good. It was good. Thunderbolts was quite good. I'd give it a B+. I am very interested to watch it, given how... I will say this. I think, looking at the cast of characters in Thunderbolts, I think the weakness of Thunderbolts is a lot of their characters were introduced in properties that, or movies or projects that either people didn't watch because it was a Disney Plus exclusive TV show, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was, you know, all that. Or it was in a movie, you know, that had issues, both, you know, between the cast and the production and just, you know, story. A lot of people didn't like it. So the Black Widow movie, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I know there's issues with its release, and Scarlett Johansson got like screwed over by its release and such. So I know
Hey, freak show!
ads,
You're going nowhere!
ads.
I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime!
Enjoy the ads, but yeah, I promise I'll continue. I didn't realize it's already been an hour. I've been enjoying this chat. I'm getting my weekend yappering out. What was I saying? Yeah, so I think maybe the issue with Thunderbolt is it requires, even though the movie it's good, you're required to watch movies that introduce these characters that maybe weren't as good. Because I had seen Ant-Man and the Wasp that introduced Ghost. I had seen that because that was, you know, pre-Endgame. That was before that, you know, end scene where they get snapped and stuff. I didn't like that movie, honestly. I thought very forgettable movie. It wasn't like, it wasn't to my taste. I don't know why. It just wasn't very memorable. They didn't do anything wrong per se. But so if you have a lot of the cast introduced in movies like that, then obviously, no, I'm gonna have to find a YouTube video of, okay, summarize everything I need to know before watching Thunderbolts. That's something I'm gonna have to look up, because I am not gonna go watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm not gonna watch Captain America Brave New World. I'm not gonna watch... I think the Hawkeye TV series was also a prequel to that. The Hawkeye TV series, I'm not gonna watch Black Widow. I've already seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I thought it was... I don't remember. It's whatever. I know Ghost Origin. That's about it. Yeah, this year was a good Marvel stuff, but there's like a 4-year drought. Yeah, it's so weird. It felt like maybe Marvel felt pressured or rushed, or just like, hey, Disney Plus, let's get a bunch of TV shows out. It felt rushed. I have heard good things about the Loki TV series. But I'm still not gonna watch it, because that would require a subscription, but that's where I'm at. Cuddle Quest 64! Is Cuddle Quest 64 on the Nintendo 64? Fantastic Four was the latest movie I watched in a while. I need to catch up. I get you, yeah. I just pirate. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. I don't want to give Disney a penny. Yeah, Disney's just... I will say, though, on the topic of Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm not condoning piracy or accepting piracy, just Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, yeah. So, I talked about wanting to do a watch party for one of the older Doraemon movies that I really enjoyed. There is a whole, like, thread in Reddit about how impossible it is to find older Doraemon content. Because, I mean, it's all in Hindi, right? All the pirated stuff online is gonna most likely be in Hindi because it was very popular. So in order to, to keep the IP alive, there's a lot of sites that have it in Hindi online. But in Japan, just go to Netflix. They do have all the older stuff on like Netflix or Unext. They claim, I haven't checked, it might just be the newer stuff. I don't know about the older stuff. But the thing is, it never got an official English translation. There was never an English dub. There was never an official English subtitle. So the only way to watch it is Pirates of the Caribbean. But it is so freaking hard to find Pirates of the Caribbean of any of the old Doraemon stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna do a Doraemon watch party sometime because I might have found one. Ooh! So sometime, I don't know if it'll be these months. We'll see how the schedule pertains, but yeah. Thunderbolts isn't groundbreaking filmmaking or anything, but has a good storytelling, good moral, which is pretty rare in Marvel. That's kind of what I felt about Fantastic Four. Wasn't groundbreaking storytelling. It was a fun environment that we have seen before in like the Jetsons and stuff. Big world-ending, thing. Like the basic story, yes. But same thing as you're saying, like the morals and this idea of like just... It's been a while since we've had like this tight-knit family thing. That just felt very authentic, I guess. I don't know. I felt similar about Fantastic Four. I'm like, I enjoyed the characters, their dialogue felt natural, the morals that they're... It felt like a callback. It does feel like we've had a lot of just sort of grandeur with, justice and doing the right thing, and I'm like, oh, kind of going back to roots of, Fast and Furious, it's family. Q and Vin Diesel going family. Let me finish reading your comment, which usually doesn't go above IQ level, like maybe genetically engineered cucumber. I love the definition, right? Speaking of anime, I saw a theatrical release of Angel's Egg last week, so pretty wild stuff. The theater was absolutely packed. Really? I think we need to give anime more recognition, yeah? Anime is kind of a worldwide thing. So you can nominate anime more regularly at... I think animated features in general. I remember there was... I think it was a French movie. There's an animated French movie, I'm trying to remember, about... like a horse... I remember there was a horse, there was a fox, and maybe a rabbit. That got, a nomination for the animated category, but... I remember a lot of people just really adored this like French animation that came out. And I'm like, I think you can expand the category more. It doesn't have to be, your name and Boss Baby don't have to be locked together in the same category because it is absurd that they are locked in the same category of just animation. I think animation needs to be given more credit. Saw that one too, might say not packed, but I'd say 30 people in the theater, that's right. There's more turnout than I was expecting. Oh, that is good. That is good. What's up, Selfie? Oh wait, this is Selfie's friend.
Selfie がお世話になってます。Oh, my Selfie here has been in your care.
Well, I should know that second kanji. But yeah, how'd y'all like Angel's Egg? No spoilers, of course, but how'd y'all like it? 適当に合わせるか. So should I match the vibe or should I say I'm not taking care of her? Here's the thing, this could be interpreted two ways. So Sewa nanka shite nai is like, I'm not taking care of her, which would worry her, or it'd be her like, oh, you're just being humble. I've heard a lot about you from Selfie. I think from Squall's opinion, because I feel like Squall does have a low opinion of himself. He's like, I just don't want to be involved in anyone. I'm not worthy to be commander, blah, blah, blah. I think he would say something like this. Sewa nanka, I'm gonna check the guide. Does it say anything about saying the right or wrong thing? I don't want to say the wrong thing and get my seed ranking dropped. Okay, it doesn't say anything, so I'll just say whatever. My reaction when Angel's Egg ended was something like, I have no idea what that movie was about, but I think I liked it. It's a thinker then. It's a movie you gotta think about. Sort of like the, oh, I forgot what it was called again. The project where they made 3 movies out of the novel of the author that passed away. Ito Project? I think, let me see. One of the movies was Genocidal Organ. Which I remember, so when I watched that, my friend like really had to sound that. I'm like, wow, I gotta think about that. What was it? Project Ito. Okay, I was right. I haven't seen all of the Project Ito movies. I've only seen Genocidal Organ. I've heard like Empire of Corpses and stuff were like all thinker movies. So I'm gonna guess it's of that vein. So I'm glad something like Angel's Egg exists. I'm glad people are getting the chance to see it for the first time. Also, it's a very definition of art house film and your mileage may vary. Yeah, exactly definition of an art house movie. Yes, indeed. 世話なんかしてない. I'm not taking care of her.
気にせんといてな。こういう人やから。Don't bother with him. That's just the type he is. もしかしてこのクールさはあんたへの思いの裏返し？裏返し？
I feel like that's right, but I actually don't know what uragaishi means in this context.
Uragaishi. Could it be that this coolness is a reflection of your feelings towards him? Wait, does Selfie like him? Yeah.
Oh, his is a reflection. Okay, his coolness is okay.
Yeah, you get it.
ほっといてくれ. Leave me alone. I guess we'll keep going? Okay. It grew on me after I finish it because there's like a mood and wild imagery and stays in your head. Oh, nice. Kimi wa namba no nankun yatta kana? You're what number? What are you? Kimi ga Hahako Torabia Garden no tame ni nani ka... I can't wait. I can't wait. I enjoy movies where it makes you think on it, and the more you ponder about it, the more you enjoy it. I do enjoy movies like that. 君が暴行トラビアガーデンのためになんか善行したか? Have you done any good deeds for your alma mater Trabia Garden? 善行とは何かって? ことをするこっちゃ. What do you mean, good deeds? It means doing good things. 例えばトラビア I'm not gonna bother reading it anymore. I'm just gonna do the Google Lens thing. Because I don't think I'm supposed to be talking to these people. Have you done anything to help rebuild Travia? I'll give you a secret. So what number student are you? It was animated by Yoshitaka Amano, a longtime illustrator of Final Fantasy, so no connections. Oh snap! I didn't know Amano worked on it. Which is like one of the major, I'd say that would be one of the big.
Oh, I didn't realize this was here. Okay, for some reason I thought it was by the fountain.
Alright, that really does, okay. Yeah, Selfie is supposed to be here. Am I doing something wrong? Okay, I guess I'm doing something wrong. Selfie was supposed to be here, but I guess not yet. What was I saying? Right, Amano! I didn't know he worked on it. So that's cool. Do I keep talking to Selfie? Well, I can do this dialogue again, so I'll match it. Selfie wa yoku yatte kureteru. Selfie does a good job.
What's up? 全然スコールっぽくない That's not like the skull I know!
悪かったな. Ugh, my bad. How do I get her to go to the cemetery then? Hey, what's up? Tomberry King me. Oh, about that! The Tomberry King's my girlfriend now. He's like, oh, that stupid Tomberry King. Yeah, that's my girlfriend you talking about. Mitoreyo. Yeah, I'm gonna make you my girlfriend. Yeah, about that. It's already my girlfriend. What am I supposed to do? Well, there's a safe one, so I'll take it. It's too late, yes. I literally have the Tomberry equipped onto Squall. So Squall's over here like, oh, you mean my hot new girlfriend? My Squirtle that overdosed on cucumbers? Yeah, that's mine. That's my boo. Selfie! Smile, honmani yoroshite. I'm sorry, Selfie. Forgive me.
え、何？なんでゆる？何叫ってんの？
She's not saying yuttenno, but I'd like to think it's yuttenno, but it's not yuttenno. That's not the kanji. She's like, why? Wait, why are you pressing? Oh, ayamattenno.
Why are you apologizing?
チェーンがくれたクマさんのぬいぐるみ助けられんかった。I couldn't save the teddy bear that Selfie gave me. I couldn't protect him. I'm crying.
セルフィのクマちゃんはそんなんでへこたれるほど弱々ちゃんちゃうで。Selfie's Mr. Teddy Bear isn't such a weakling that he would be weakened by the fact that you weren't able to save him. Don't worry, he's cool about it. あんたらみんなが無事やったらクマちゃんも喜んでるからな。Mr. Teddy Bear is happy that y'all are just safe. 聞こえるよ I can hear him. クマちゃんみんなのこっそり見てるって。Mr. Teddy Bear says he'll be watching over you. クマちゃんが見てへんと思ってわがまま言うたりメソメソしたらあかんよ。So don't go thinking that while Mr. Teddy Bear isn't looking, you can say selfish things or be all depressed, okay? Be selfless and happy. Like me, Selfie. 絶対うちどうする。Yeah, I'll do my best. うちメソメソせえへんってクマちゃんに伝えてね。So tell Mr. Teddy Bear that I won't be sad anymore, okay?
Talk to this kid. ありがとう、Selfie. Thanks, Selfie.
ごめん、もう行くからバスケットコートで待っててね。My bad. Head to the basketball court, okay? Basketball court.
Did I mess up the order? I'm curious about this cemetery scene. I want to check out the cemetery.
セルフィーやったらお墓のところや。
Selfie? Oh, if it's Selfie, she's at the grave sites.
彼女を悲しませたくはなかったんやけど。
I didn't want to make her sad, but... Okay, I didn't miss it.
でもゼニガメよりトンベリの方が古いよ。
まあ確かに。確かに。じゃあゼニガメの方があれか。ブルーベリー食いすぎたトンベリか。Oh snap, there's a gun at this gravesite. There's like coats and like helmets. Man, they like fought tooth and nail. Don't pay me now. This is not a good time for payday.
私頑張ったよ。I did my best. 結局ステージは壊れてしもうたけど、私夢のバンドやってみせたよ。In the end, the stage...
Now's not a good time, Chrono! But thank you for the funny bitty bits. Thank you for the funny bitty bits. I'm pretty sure Tom Berries came out first. I think Tom Berries have been around since Final Fantasy 1, and I think Pokemon came around 1995, something like that. But what up? Thank you for the funny bitty bits.
But in the end, the stage got broken anyways, but I was able to play with the band of my dreams. みんなと約束したよね。I promised everybody. 私たちだけで私たちのために心残ることやり逃げようって。I don't know what that last kanji is. I don't know what that last kanji is. やり遂げたよって。So yeah, I made a promise, didn't I? I accomplished something memorable. For something that will remain in our hearts forever.
Oh, so did one of her friends die? Or is it a sibling? Uh-oh.
ねえねえ、私がやったステージ、みんながやりたかったステージ。Hey, about the stage. The stage that everyone wanted to stand on. みんな見てたよね。Did y'all see it? Did you hear the music?
That's a different kanji for kikoeru. Yeah, that's kikoeru. Okay.
みんな聞こえてたよね。
Oh, so when she transferred, because I'm guessing she transferred from here. When she transferred to Balam Garden, she took on this festival thing. She's like, I'm gonna make this cool festival. We're gonna do a lot of music, and I'm gonna invite my friends from Trabia Garden to come and check it out. That was her goal. Aww. Tomberries were introduced in 6? Oh. Oh, I thought Tomberries were older than that. Pokemon was first released in 96, I think. Oh, was Pokemon 96? Gotcha. Makes sense, though.
私、みんなに届くまで何度でも頑張るよ。I'll do my best no matter how long it takes for it to reach you guys, okay? 私たちの夢、もっと大きくて、もっともっと素敵なやもんね。Our dreams. It's bigger than this. It's more fabulous than this, right?
Aww. Oh, they're not gonna let me go to her? No! Let me go to her! She needs me! No! No! I want to comfort her. I guess they're not gonna let me. Okay, that's fine. So now I just gotta go to the basketball court, which I'm guessing is beyond where I found that save point.
This is gonna be the biggest bestest party ever. Oh, my friends are dead.
Yeah, pretty much. That's sad. I know, sad. Honestly, it's hard to tell. When Pokemon and Final Fantasy VI come out in that close in succession to it, like just a few years apart, it is hard to say because I'm guessing Pokemon was in development for a long time. So who's to say when the actual conception, like the first design of Tomberry and Squirtle were first made in comparison? But from a public perspective, then yes, Tomberry is older. But from actual conception of when the creator drew them out and inked them, I don't know. The world may never know. Tomberries appeared in 5 first. Oh, is it 5? Okay, then Tomberries are definitely way before Squirtle. She played that for a year. Yeah, and I don't recall. It's a sad man's party. It's a sad party indeed. How long was Pokemon in development for, I wonder, before it came out? Because obviously they had to come up with 150 Pokemon designs. I wonder how long it was in development for. Hey kids!
お兄ちゃんたちはセルフィのお友達？ And you are big sis selfish friends? 私セルフィ大好き I love セルフィお兄ちゃんセルフィのこと好き？
Yeah, I like her.
じゃあ私と一緒にやってんの The same as me セルフィって抜け道をなんやで
Selfie is king of escaping.
手が見つける抜け道いつもびっくりするようなところに出るんやね She always finds these hidden spots and then surprises us 俺らいつものさんだ always surprises us yeah
Do I talk to you? I need to stop talking to people. I'm gonna get my seed ranking dropped. So I keep going, I guess? Apparently there's a basketball court? What? No? Not here? Where? What? Down here? Basketball. No, I don't want to see it drop. That's why I'm trying to avoid talking to people. Maybe I'll go this way. No 9-inch nails here? Yes. When you could count all the Pokemon? Oh no! Is this another stage? They were having their school festival too. Oh no! They didn't have a couple of, like, ripped seed mercenaries to protect the stage. Oh. But yeah, remember the Pokerap? Nomura did the enemy designs for 5, so it could be a Nomura original. Could be. Indeed, indeed. I don't want to talk to people. My seed rank will drop. Wait, do you need your seed rank droppings ranked? No, I don't want it to drop, but if I talk to people, that's a way to drop the seed ranking. So I'm avoiding talking to people is what I'm saying. Can I keep going this way? Let me... Oh, basketball. Basketball. Where's Selfie? I didn't want to talk to y'all. セルが来たら帰る。それまで待機だ。Once Selfie gets here, we'll leave. Until then, stand by. Roger that. このガーデンは敵は来ていない。これからか。So the enemies haven't come to this garden. Are they gonna come soon? 魔女はどこにいる? Where's the witch? 早く探し出して。We have to hurry and find her. I never worried about the seed ranking, but Clyde, the money! The money! I need the money! Money, money, money! Oh, do I just talk to people? I'll just talk to people, I guess. Hey, dude. Selfie-ga... 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 I live in Japan, so everything is about skipping out on the dinner bill. It's actually opposite. People fight tooth and nail to pay for the dinner bill. So I'm not very Japanese in that manner. If someone offers to pay for my meal, I'm just like, thank you. I'm low on money, thank you. But it's a very un-Japanese thing. People will fight each other to the death to pay for the bill. セルフが単位できるような男の余裕ってやつを身につけちゃ身につけなくちゃ So I've got to acquire the kind of confident demeanor that Sylvie can rely on. Okay. エレオネを探す理由は一体何? What on earth could be the reason for them to search for エレオネ? スコールを過去へ問いざなうエレオネ、そしてそれを探す魔女。So the Eleone that sends Skull to the past, and the witch that seeks for said Eleone. 魔女も過去へと旅立つと言うとしている。So is the witch looking to travel to the past as well? 魔女ってのはなんで突然現れたんだろうな。I wonder why the witch suddenly appeared, yeah? どっかで機会を伺っていったのかな。What do you mean by 伺う? Was she talking to a machine? That doesn't make sense. Oh, kikai as opportunity. Oh, I thought that was kikai as in machine. Okay, I wonder if she was waiting somewhere for the opportune moment. 普通の人のふりをして普通に暮らしていたのかな. I wonder if she lived as a normal... I wonder if she was pretending to be a normal person living a normal life. Maybe. I stick my Crayon Shinchan answer for what? Call Rob Zombie. He's an expert on witches. Nope, that's not a Rob Zombie song. I was about to say something, but I'm like, that's not a Rob song. The whoa, 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 do 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 do. That's not a Robbie. The Zombie Nation. That's what it was. It was Zombie Nation, not Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie is a completely different genre. 私スコールたちに会ってからいろいろ考えさせられちゃった。Ever since I got to meet you guys, Squall, I've been forced to rethink about a lot of things. 今も考え続けていることがあるの。Even now I'm thinking about some things. そしてずっと答えが出ないの。And the answer is not coming out. Selfie, where are you at? What am I supposed to do about this? Do I leave? What is that?
My back.
Do you see that orange thing that floated by? What in the doo-doo is that? Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch, Chrono.
ごめん、お待たせ。My bad, I kept you waiting.
Yeah.
I kept you waiting, cause you had a bad day. And now that you're turning around, can you hear the bad day?
Boop. That's not how you spell it. I can't see my keyboard. That's why this is so hard.
Boop. Cause you had a bad day.
It happens. That low-res PS1 basketball. That's a basketball? I know it's hard for that didn't grow up with this stuff. You do know that basketballs are older than boomers, right? I'm pretty sure basketballs are older than boomers or zoomers. What's a zoomer, by the way? I actually don't know.
ごめん、お待たせ。Sorry, I kept you waiting. みんな、わがまま聞いてくれてありがとう。Hey everyone, thanks for listening to my selfishness.
気落とすなよ。I'm not gonna let my guard down. Or wait, no, not guard. Don't get your spirits dropped. Don't drop your spirits. Chin up. That's what he meant. He was talking to her, not himself. It's hard to tell when they don't have a friggin' subject in the sentence.
ありがとう。Thanks. 魔女とバトルするときは絶対連れてってね。Once we fight the witch, you better take me with you.
Absolutely. You're on the team, baby.
敵討ちなんだから、もう絶対なんだから。I gotta get my revenge, you know? So that's absolute. You gotta take me.
あのさ、Hey. What? バトルしなくちゃダメなのかな？他の方法ってないのかな？ Do we have to battle? Is there no other way? I mean, if the witch is gonna throw enemies at us, it's at least self-defense, yeah? 誰も血を流さなくて進むような、そういう方法。Rinoa, please. Please. Are you gonna be one of those people like, yeah, I'm totally gonna kill all these Galbadia soldier scum, but let's let the witch live? Is there no way where we can solve this without anyone shedding blood? おいおいおい、今さらそりゃねえだろうよ。Hey, hey, hey. You can't be saying that now of all times. I mean, we've already killed a bunch of people with our prison break and all that. どこかの頭のいい、医師? No. That's not doctor. Is that 博士? Let me check. Google Translate. Do your thing. Do your thing. どこかの頭いい博士 Oh, I was right とかがバトルしなくてもいい方法を考えてるとか Maybe there's a brilliant professor somewhere that's thinking of a way to avoid the fight and だったらどうなんだ So what if there was 他にも方法があるんだったらそれで何とかすればいいんだ If there was another method to go about this then something or another would workでも誰も何もしてないんだろう But no one's doing anything, right? I absolutely have no idea what that kanji is. 何もしたいんだよ震えて不安があって文句言って考えてるふりしているだけじゃないのか They're not actually doing anything, right? Just trembling, feeling anxious, complaining, and pretending to be thinking, aren't they? そういうやつは人がすることをケチつけてなんだかんだ言うくせに結局自分では何もしないんだよな I know he's dissing this like imaginary person like Rinoa's like oh is there oh wait let me translate first so those kind of people are the type to always find fault in how others try to solve things and complain about everything but in the end they don't do anything themselves so I know Squall is more in this moment he's supposed to be criticizing those people like I don't know like oh is there a professor somewhere out there trying to solve like find a way to end this without fighting he's like sure but those people aren't actually doing anything and there's people out there that's complaining about our method blah blah this does feel like a dig at Rinoa is all I'm saying it is kind of surprising that she's still trying to think of a pacifistic way which after coming this far is naive, I will say. リノは今更何を言い出すんだリノは俺に何を期待してるんだリノは what are you saying? After we come this far, what are you saying? リノは what are you expecting of me? Yeah. BRB, okay. Which? Please, I see what you did there, Chrono. 俺はガーデンで育ったんだぞ I was raised by Garden 俺はシードなんだぞ I'm Seed 分かってるのか Do you understand? スコール考えてること声に出してくれないとわからないよ If you don't say what you're thinking then I won't be able to understand あんたティンバの一応レジスタンスだったんだろ You from Timber I mean you were part of a resistance, right? 他の口先だけの彼らと違って武器を取って戦っていた So different Okay, so he was mostly criticizing the people who do nothing and complain So you're different from those people who sit around do nothing and just complain Because you actually took up arms to fight それなにどうしたんだよ Even so, what's up? 何があったんだ What happened that brought about this change? 怖くなったかな。I think I got scared. 私、みんなと一緒にいて、時々感じることがあるんだ。While I'm with everyone, I sometimes get this feeling, you know? 今、私たちの Nope, don't know what that is. That's yobu in su, but I don't know what that word means together. Is that 呼吸? Maybe that's 呼吸. Oh, it is 呼吸. 今私たちの呼吸をテンポが合ってる。そう感じることあるの。It's like right now the rhythm in our breathing. It's in sync. It just feels that way. でもね、戦いが始まると違うんだ。But when we start fighting, it's different. みんなのテンポがどんどん速くなっていく。Everyone's tempo speeds up. 私は置いていかれて、なんとか追いつこうとして、でもやっぱりダメで。I get left behind, and I do my best to catch up, but in the end, I can't, and みんなどこまで行くんだろう。I wonder how far everyone will go. もうみんなの呼吸聞こえない。I can't hear anyone's breathing anymore. 私が追いついた時にはみんなは無事だろうか。By the time I catch up, will everyone be okay? みんな笑顔で迎えてくれるだろうか。Will everyone be able to face me with a smile on their face? I mean, that is the unfortunate difference between people who are trained to be in military and a civilian that's sort of girding themselves and taking up arms for resistance. She hasn't trained for this, but made the choice. But they've been trained to be this way. So I get it. みんな離れていないだろうか。壊れていないだろうか。No, that's not it. What is that? 離れる違うな。別れてる違うな。It might be one of those. 倒れる Oh! みんな倒れてないだろうか。I worry if anyone's fallen. みんな一緒に帰れるだろうか。I wonder if we can all go home together. そう考えると while thinking about that わかるよレノア I understand Noah 誰かがいなくなるかもしれない Someone might not make it 好きな相手が自分の前から消えてしまうかもしれない Someone that you like might disappear from your life そう考えながらWe've had that kanji multiple times today. そう考えながら暮らすのって辛いんだよね。It's tough living while thinking like that, yeah? だから俺は戦うんだ。That's why I'll keep fighting. Irvine has had such growth. I don't want to say he was at like Rinoa where he was afraid to fight. Like he's like, I've girded myself to fight, but once it came to, he was afraid. And Squall was kind of able to help him through that rut. So now he does have like the courage to keep fighting. To actually keep fighting and not have his hands shake when it comes to. See, when I was a kid, I think it was like 4. Nice shot, dude. Nice shot. 俺、みなしご院孤児院 Okay, I was about to say that looks like the wrong reading. 孤児院 So 孤児院 is orphanage. Okay, so Irvine's an orphan. Cool. Don't spoil anything, Chrono. Keep your thoughts to yourself. I haven't even gotten to the part of the game that repulses you. Don't spoil it. Oop. That's like saying this next boss is so epic. I'm like, what boss? Don't tell me. You might love it. Well, we'll see. We'll see how gross whatever comes up is. I was 4 years old. Well, since we're talking about orphanage, I guess it's a tragic backstory about children. Okay, that means this is gonna be a long bit of dialogue. Okay, I'll do my best. 大勢の子供たちがいて、みんな親がいなくなってさ、there were a lot of kids there. None of us had parents, you see. 魔女戦争が終わった頃だったから、親のない子はたくさんいたんだよね。It was right at the end with the war with the witches, so there are a lot of parentless children, you see. まあ、俺がいたのはそんなところだったわけ。Anyways, I was in a place like that. Oh, those kids just disappeared. Okay. で、いろんな子供がいたんだけど、俺にとって特別な女の子がいたんだ。So there's a lot of kids, but there's a special girl there. See, so why are you bringing this up? Oh, is this like your conviction of why you're fighting then? There was a special girl.
一緒に遊ぼう。Let's play together.
俺はその子が大好きで、声をかけられるのがとっても嬉しかったんだ。I really liked her, and I was always so happy whenever she called out to me.
シェリー、何して
Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Is this a forced ship between Irvine and Selfie? Alright.
シェリー、何して遊ぶの？ Hey, Steffi, what we will play together? 戦争学科 Let's play Pretend War.
Are we forcing this ship now? Because, yeah, we were in orphanage together. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot how to read that. The orphanage. The orphanage! I forgot how to read it. Kojin. So she says, その個人。石の家? Was that orphanage a house made out of stone? そうだよ, indeed. 石でZell and Ninoa's got nothing to do with this. Are you an orphan, Kistis? Because Zell's got a mama, Ninoa's got a pops. I guess Kistis is an orphan too. Okay. 石でできた古い家、海のそば。Was it an old house made out of stone that was near an ocean? そうだよ, indeed. ガルバーディアガーデンで会った時には俺はすぐに分かったよ。Don't tell me that! No, you didn't! You would have said something. When I met y'all in Galbadia Garden, I realized it immediately.
どうして言わないよ?
So, どうして? Why didn't you say anything? Yeah, why didn't you? So Irvine, Selfie, and Kistis were at the same orphanage. Did Squall come in later? Because he mentioned something about like, hey, big sis, I'll do my best, you know, I'll be stronger, or blah, 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 blah. I feel like Squall might have hopped in later. So 4 of us. So Zell's the only one here with a good childhood. Okay. Shout out to Zell for being the most mentally stable person here then. だって2人とも忘れてるんだもん. I mean, you two forgot about me. How could I say anything? 俺だけ覚えてるのってなんか悲しく俺だけ覚えてるのってなんか悲しくてさ I was so sad I was the only one who remembered. Kistis is like a whole 3 years older than you, yeah? Isn't Irvine like 16? I actually don't know Irvine's age. I think Squall is 17. Kistis is 19. I think Selfie is supposed to be younger, so I think Selfie is 16. Zell 16, 17. Everyone's 16, 17, and Kistis is 19. And it's a big deal because she was the youngest to get seed ranking, whatever. So I can only imagine Irvine is also 16, 17. So shouldn't she be taller? Kistis should be like, I don't know, you said you were 4. Kistis should be like 7 right now. Zell is doing his best. Zell is out here like, bruh. This is some parentless behavior right now. Genki na Sefi to Ebarimbo no Kistis. Nope, don't know what Ebarimbo means. So the effervescent Sefi, they don't have a translation for Ebarimpo. I'm gonna say strict. Ebarimpo is definitely it's like nincompoop. Like if you say nincompoop, it's not gonna have a direct translation because it's a bunch of funky words put together. So I don't know what Ebarimpo is. I'm gonna guess it's just describing Kistis as like, oh, she was strict or something.
なんだか不思議. Wow, that's kind of weird.
Ara? Oh my? Why are you here, child? Are you adopted, Zell? Alright. Hey, do you guys remember doing fireworks? Could it be? About that.
こっちだよ.
There's Irvine, baby Irvine. Why are you here, Zell? You have a whole mom in Balam. And Squall's left out, okay. I guess Dino is the only one that's got parents, okay. Well. Jisho's got boaster, braggart, bossy, overbearing for Ebarimpo. Okay. Maybe that's why it didn't show up. It didn't have the ooh, did it? Hold on. Yeah, so the spelling they had, so this, I mean, it's probably just a spoken thing. So instead of saying Ebarimpo, he said Ebarimpo. So it didn't have the ooh, so I wonder if that would have changed things. So it was Ebarimpo. So he did sort of cut his word short. It's alright. Kistis was bossy. I guess it would make sense because she's the oldest one out of the group, but whatever. How'd I go then? Why are you here, Zell? Who's this? Is this still Irvine? Or is it Squall? Oh, I recognize those pillars. Yeah, I recognize those pillars from the flashback.
お姉ちゃん、どこ行ったの? 僕のこと嫌いになったの? Big sis, where'd you go? Do you hate me now?
Man, I've already forgotten that kanji. I'm starting to feel pathetic about myself. Okay. Hold up, I recognize this from the Magic the Gathering card! And now that I see the lighthouse, though, I recognize this from when I was going around the Choco. This is at that southern island. I remember the lighthouse, and I thought it was a factory or something. It's just an abandoned building. That was our childhood home? What would have happened if I went there? How's that listed on the bottom as a variant? Oh, it's a variant. Gotcha. I'm gonna guess Ebarimpo is like a nincompoop type word, because nincompoop, if you break it down, obviously we know what poop is, but what is nincom, right? Nincompoop is just one of those weird words that sounds made up. So I'm gonna guess Ebarimpo is like that, but it means bossy person. I appreciate it though, Clyde. I appreciate it. But yes, I've been here. I passed over this during the overworld. And I got this card during the Magic the Gathering. This is one of the land cards I got. Why is Zell here? You didn't say anything about being adopted. Kona kanji to. What about some like this? Umi. Tamaya. I think he's saying Tamaya. It's the ocean. Fire and fireworks. Hanabishita. We did, yeah, we launched fireworks here. Noah is just over there like, what is happening? You guys can just link up memory like that? Okay. What up, Zell?
子供だけで話したらいけないんだぞ。Kids aren't allowed to be doing fireworks all by themselves. It's dangerous. Mama 先生に言うからな。I'm gonna tell Miss Mama, okay?
Who's teacher Mama?
泣き虫ゼル、ベッドへ帰れ。
Oh, that's so mean. Cry baby Zell, go back to your bed.
これ覚えてるってことは俺もいたってことだよな。
Wait, I mean, since, oh, this is Zell in the present saying, hey, since I remember this, that means I was here too, yeah? Yeah, we got that. Look at that lighthouse effect with the little whee. That's kind of cool how they're trying to do the lighthouse rotating effect. That's cool. I like the lighthouse they got there. みんなで怒られたわ. Yeah, you got mad at everyone.
じゃあ俺もバラムの家の両親は?
That's what I want to know. That's what I know. Then what about my parents in Balam? That's what I want to know. This is weird. I don't know if I like the direction of this reveal.
バラのディーンさんのご夫婦はゼルと引き取ってくれたのね。
So I'm guessing Kistis remembers. Why was Irvine the only one who remembers? Kistis is a whole 2-3 years older than everyone. I feel like Kistis, if anyone, should have remembered everything. So Mr. Dean from Balam, the married couple, took you in.
きっとそうだよ。Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was how it went. 俺ここにいたんだ。
So I was here. You were 4. I guess it wouldn't be completely out of left field for you not to remember. At least Irvine was 4. I don't know about everyone else. They could have been 5 or so. It still feels weird.
いたよ。ママ先生いたよ。
Yeah, there was a teacher Mama here. Is that Cypher? I saw the hair and I was like, is that Cypher? And then I see the cross on his shirt and I'm like, oh. Okay.
Nakimushi Zell, cry baby Zell. 誰? Who that?
Yowamushi Zell, cry baby Zell.
痛いよ。サイファーがぶつよ。That hurts, Cypher. I'm gonna hit you back.
I am mostly upset at Kistis for forgetting all this. Because she would have been like 7 when this happened.
Cypher, 俺の天敵だった。
Cypher, he was my penultimate enemy. Oh, I haven't been looking at chat, sorry. This is a long dialogue. I might not check chat for a while. This is long dialogue. The plot thickens. I read that. T-shirts listed on the bottom. That's true. Yeah, this card is for this is nice. It's a very nice card. It's starting to smell like a large pile of bovine excrement. I ran into someone I knew where we were kids last year or so. Like someone I saw every day. I didn't realize who it was until after I left. I feel like being 7, from the ages of 7 and seeing them again when you're 19 is a little different than like when you were 5 and seeing them again when you're 25. I feel like it's a little different. What a twist. Oh, my chicken! I'll BRB. Oh, perfect. I'll let the ad break go. I gotta check on my chicken. The timer went off, so I'll BRB. I'll let the ad run. But I need to check my chicken that's cooking.
Hey,
Run the
freak
ads.
show.
There we go. Okay, I'll
You're
BRB.
going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
I think the chicken needs to be cooked a tad bit longer, but I think what I can do is I can just turn off the crock pot and leave the lid on for an hour and it should be fine. Tadaima, what y'all talking about over there? Tadaima, and what y'all talking about? We talking trash about Cypher? Me is all I'm saying. Okay, I see. Oh, Gosho Cam, thank you for the 25 bitty bits. I'll take these 25 bitty bits and get a snack. How about that? I brought a snack because I'm a little hungry. Sorry, may you have amazing air. Press every so much time positive to heart needs to develop. Are you taking the words from Tentaku's chat? I appreciate it, Gaucho Cam. I appreciate the bits. You're bringing the energy of Tentaku's chat to my chat, bringing some wholesomeness. I see you. Oh. Since she's gone, Chocobo Booty Wop. I see that PK rocking. Don't know how Gaucho's trolling with that, but Gaucho's trolling with that. Oh, so what happened is that Tentaku screenshotted and posted a really nice message that they received while they were streaming. And Gaucho pretty much word for word reposted that message in my chat. Can't trust guacamole with sincerity. Quick, Gaucho Cam, do another booty whop about. That'll show your sincerity. Anyway, Cypher was my ultimate enemy. Yes.
Oh, you should have done that. What? He was with us too?
Yeah. Duh. So? And I was over there being alone. Cypher. いつでも Cypher だった. Cypher. No matter what era it is, Cypher is Cypher. Do you want me to tell you what I think? And I'm gonna be mad if it's true, but you know what? I've been mad at Sid before. This group of people, I don't think it's coincidence that we were paired together, because who forced us to team up? Friggin' Principal Sid. And they keep bringing up this Mama Sensei. Who is Sid's waifu, Idea? Is the person taking care of us at this orphanage Idea? It's either Idea or Erione. I don't know which. It's one of those two. But either way, I blame Sid. Because then Sid probably forced us. So he put us in a team intentionally, with Kistis being in charge to look over us. Intentionally! And then for the whole assassination project, they're like, yeah, let's get Irvine back together too. This feels very intentional. So, I blame Sid. Wow, this must be my least favorite Sid out of all the Final Fantasy games. There we go. Gaucho Cam is like slow motion. Have a Wolverine booty cheek. Yeah. I shared it since I wanted those to know that apply not to me, but others as well. It was a very nice message. I thought it was really awesome that you have someone that was able to share that with you. I've been caught. Got caught, PK Rockin'. I'll talk to this. Zeru. Naitari. Sakendari. Urusakata. Zel. Crying and screaming. He was a loud kid. Am I Thanos snapping these kids away? What is happening? I go up to them and then they disappear. Abai. Warui na. Oboite nai. Irvine? Sorry, I don't remember you. Ah! He's like, yeah, no, I don't remember. Kistis wa nigate datta yo ga kiga suru. I feel like I wasn't good with Kistis. Selfie. Itsumo hashiri matteta. Selfie was always running. Well, and then they all got Thanos snapped. It's Sid, isn't it? Wow. It's you again! First Idea was your wife and now you've been plotting this all along. Cypher mo issho datta yo. Cypher was with us too, yo. So aside from Rinoa, everyone, all of us here, we were together. So that's why Rinoa feels left out. Okay, makes sense. So Rinoa, don't feel bad. You just weren't cool enough to be an orphan. That's why. Ah. Ore mo soko ni ita. Yeah, I was there too. And I'm busy eating some delicious ampang. Ampang! これはお姉ちゃん Big sister いつもお姉ちゃんの帰りを待っていた I was always waiting for Big sister's home return. I can't get... I know that this orangish yellow t-shirt with 2 black horizontal stripes in the middle is not owned by one IP. Anyone could wear a shirt like that. But I'm gonna call you Charlie Brown if you do. That is a Charlie Brown shirt. Charlie Brown grew up to be Squall, which is a very disheartening notion. I'm like, Charlie Brown, what happened to all the life and joy in your life? Why are you so depressed now, Charlie Brown? Is it because you kept missing that kick on the football? Maybe. Youch indeed. Oh, you talking about Irvine where Squall just goes up and is like, nope, don't remember. Don't take Charlie Brown with this. But that is a Charlie Brown shirt. Just saying. I was waiting for Big Sis to come home.
僕一人ぼっちだよ。I'm by myself. でも頑張ってるんだよ。I'm doing my best. お姉ちゃんいなくても大丈夫だよ。I'll be fine without you, big sister. 何でも一人でできるようになるよ。I'll be able to do everything by myself.
全然大丈夫じゃなかった。I wasn't fine at all. Lore drop is a drop of a bunch of convenience.
エレお姉ちゃん。
Alright, so remember way back when I'm like, hey, is Ragnar like Squall's dad or something? Where he at? Where is that useless dad of his? Okay, so yeah, about that. The play on words is dumb! The play on words! So, her name is Eruone, right? But here, it's Eruone-chan. But it's Eruone. Let me eat my bread and not be angry. Ow. They had to reveal it with a pun! Metal Gear Corona, I don't know why you're repulsed. You love puns. What do you mean you're repulsed? It's a pun. And that only works in Japanese, but either way, the big reveal was a friggin' pun. I hate it here. Yada yada does it. Why was the reveal a pun? Eruone-chan. I'm so mad about the pun. Alright. Nice reaction. It's the pun! Eruone-chan. Okay, so Eru Big Sis L. That does not translate. I wonder how they localize it for the English, because that does not. One-chan is, yeah, whatever. Eruone. Eruone ga one-chan datta. So L, Eruone. Eruone was my big sister. 彼女は俺たちより少し年上で、みんなからお姉ちゃんと呼ばれていた。She was a little older than us, and everyone called her big sis. Hey. So I'll at least give this game this much. It leaves room for theorizing. Eruone got kidnapped. And she's the big sis of everyone here. So I think Shumi Village, they got Ragnar while he was trying to go save Eruone from being kidnapped. I forgot the mom's name. So she might be dead at this point. I don't know. So Eruone maybe never reunited with Ragnar, which I'm guessing eventually ended up being her stepfather. Because it seemed like he started getting along with the guildmaster, I'll call her. The guildmaster. I forgot her name. Eruone was the daughter, so I'm guessing Ragnar's stepfather. So I'm guessing the guildmaster slash, you know, barmaster was Squall's mom and Ragnar's dad. Eruone is his actual sister? He is saying that we were all told to call her sister though, so they might not be related, but With how much Squall is hung up on this Ereone, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Furthermore, therefore, are all of these kids kidnapped? And it's further progressing my theory, since this whole Idea thing, that Sid and Idea is behind this stupid orphanage because Ereone got kidnapped and whatever. I don't know, we'll just see. In the West, her name was spelled out as Elone. Elone? Would that be pronounced as Elone in English? I like it quite a bit. Yeah, everyone's free to enjoy games, dislike games to their liking. I can see how this game is contentious. So 8 and 9, it's kind of interesting. Before I played 8 and 9. 7, I've found that there was pretty much a consensus that everyone likes 7. However, with 8 and 9, I found a divide of people either loving 8 or despising 8. And then the same with 9. People either love 9 or they despise 9. I've met both people on that spectrum. So I find 8 and 9 interesting. I can see why people might dislike 8. I'm not at that point. I think it's goofy. It's a little campy, but I still haven't finished the story, so I can't say anything beyond that. I think this part is a little goofy. I'm just waiting for Idea the big reveal that Idea was friggin' Mama Sensei. I'm just waiting for that. In the West, I was known and feared as Shalasha. In the West, her name was Elone. It could be nostalgia. It could be that too. If it wasn't someone's first playthrough, I'd be happy to. Yeah, if y'all want to duke it out about the game, you can take it to the Discord. And I'll be sure to stay away from the games channel if you want to duke it out there. But yeah, for now, yes, I appreciate that, Clay. I really appreciate you being respectful of the spoiler-free thing. This is a huge thing I find very silly. Listen, I enjoy silly things. Silly things can be enjoyable. Case in point, I find some silly movies fun. Like, I really liked, what's the movie called? I don't even remember. Legally Blonde. That was a dumb movie, and I find it so fun. Legally Blonde is a dumb movie. While You're Sleeping is also a dumb movie, but I enjoy them. You can't make me unenjoy them. It's pronounced Titus. I see what you did there, Quattro. Titus, yes. That's how it's pronounced. Elone? Elone? Is that how it's? There's like 7, 8, and basically Dragon Ball competition each other. I really don't think that's a thing. Really? I've always had the 8 and 9 comparison. I've never heard the 7, 8 comparison. Maybe it was a very small pool of people that came by here that were comparing 8 and 9. I've never heard 7 and 8 compared to each other. I think I can say without spoiling anything that you can play through to the end for the plot to make sense 100%. I guess that's true for most games. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh wait, I read this part. This is a long cutscene, by the way. Kistis, Zeru, Selfie, Arvin, Cypher, Ereone, Ok, Ore. So Kistis, Zels, Selfie, Irvine, Cypher, Ereone, and me. そうだな, that's right. どんな意味があるのかわからないけど、確かにみんな一緒いた. That's right. I don't know what it means, but indeed, all of us were together. These poor kids. Were we part of like a human experimentation as children? Because we do know, since we did the side quest, that Ereone was kidnapped as a child. I've only heard of 7 vs 8 peeps. I guess mine was just a very small pool of people. Then I've had a lot of... It's not an 8 versus 9. It's more so a... What's it called? Oh, what is that word they called? It's not causation or whatever. Something does not mean causation. I just noticed in separate times that I've had people really love 8 or really hate 8. And then I've noticed some people really love 9 or really hate 9. I haven't had that extreme reactions with any other Final Fantasy game, which is why, yeah, so it's not necessarily an 8 versus 9. It's more so of a, Yeah. What's that word they use in statistics? Something does not mean causation. Where, like, even if the patterns are similar, it's not causal. What's that word? Never heard of 7 versus 8? Let's see. I'm gonna look it up. What does not mean causation? Correlation, that's the word. Man, I am so brain farted. Okay, I googled it. It's correlation does not mean causation. Oh, Cujo, there you are. Clyde, there you are. I googled it right as you sent it, probably. That's what it is. So that's what the case was for me with 8 and 9. I noticed a correlation, but not the causation, that it's 8 versus 9. Just that I found people on opposite ends of the spectrums when it comes to like or dislike for 8 and 9, which I found interesting. But I've never heard the 8 versus 7 war, which is also interesting. I've heard about the Aerith versus Tifa war.
私たちをラグナ様の時代に連れて行ってくれるんだよね。
Oh, I missed the last line of dialogue. Uh-oh. Hold on. Clip is the easiest way to go back. Clip it and then go back. I missed that last line of dialogue. Eleone ga onechan. So that Eleone was our big sister. Yeah. Okay, never mind. So cancel. Discard clip. Okay. So yeah, that Eleone was our big sister, huh? That was Zell saying it. I missed that dialogue.
And then she was the one taking us to see Lord Ragnar, right?
過去を変えたいと言ってた. She said she wanted to change the past. 理由はわからない. I don't know why though. 過去を変えたい理由なんて一つしかないわ. There's only one reason to want to change the past.
今が幸せじゃないんだね. That means she's not happy right now.
Okay, I can see. So, potentially, if this timeline of baby Eleone had already experienced the future, it could be she was the one that brought all these. She specifically sought out these people because she knew these people were key figures in changing the future. So it could be that Eleone was the one who deliberately brought them together. Okay, I'll just theory dump here. I can't explain anything about Cypher. I'm still going with the idea that Idea is not the big bad. So if it does end up that Mama Sensei is Idea, it could be together with Eleone. Either they knew that in the future Idea was going to be mind controlled or something. Because she's a witch, she's more susceptible to be mind controlled by Genova or something. I don't know. A big alien mom monster. And so Eleone traveled in the past and with the cooperation of Idea brought these people together because these are going to be key figures. We have to get them to know each other. Because these are the anchor beings or something or another. I could see that this... Okay. I could see that being a possibility. We're just going to have to see how the story shakes out. It is... I feel like there was a better way to introduce this revelation. Because we got some hints that Squall was like, oh, I miss my big sister. I still can't believe they revealed that with a pun. That was dumb. I feel like they could have had some dialogue that brought it up. Like, if Irvine saw them, it was like, hey, long time no see. And everyone's just confused, and then he says, like, don't worry about it. Like, something like that would have been nice if Zell, like, knew that he was adopted. So then when you see, it's like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, you know, I love my, you know, even though we're not related, you know, I still love my parents as if they were my real, like, as if we were had blood ties. Like, something like that. Just one-liners that are like, oh, yeah, okay, so Zell was adopted, cool. Selfie's like, yeah, I've always hopped around schools because, you know, don't have like a stable like family to stick around with or something. Or if Irvine said, yeah, long time no see. I feel like there could have been things done to sort of hint at this big revelation. And not just make it feel like this random slap in the face. I think I'm still mostly mad about the pun, though. I'm mad about the pun. Let me catch you, Aerith versus Tifa. Moo Tifa wins it no matter what. I'm a strong Aerith and Zack believer, which is sad, but I'd like to believe they got to back together in the lifeline or whatever, the life ley lines. That's Genshin. Aerith and Zack are together in the end. It's all good. Materia does not imply junctions. You know what, Gotcha Kim? You got me there. Put that on a t-shirt. Materia does not imply junctions. Tifa remembered how to barrel roll? Yeah. You misspelled several. Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
今が幸せじゃないんだ。Oh wait, I read that. She's not happy right now.
そういうことなら力になってやりたいぜ. If that's the case, I want to be her strength. Noah's still out in reality being like, where did you guys go? Hello? I'd like to imagine everyone's still in the basketball court, but their face is just glazed over, like head empty, just bleh. So then they're like all here, and Noah's like, what is going on? You guys cool? What? 同じ孤児院で育った仲間だもんな. I mean, we're all comrades who were raised in the same orphanage.
全然忘れたくせに. I mean, you ever want to talk for someone who completely forgot about it?
セルフィーだって俺を言い出すまで忘れてただろ. I mean, selfie until I said anything. Oh, selfie until I said anything, you forgot about it too, yeah? Selfie's about to obliterate you, Irvine. Oh, I can move. It was quiet for so long. I thought it was going to be like pause, pause, pause. I thought she was going to suddenly turn around and like sock him in the jaw. That would have been so funny. It was like, you forgot too. And Selfie's like, do not bring that up. こんないろんなこと忘れるなんてなんだか怖いわね. It's actually kind of scary that we forgot about this. Yeah, I'm calling witches. I'm calling witchcraft. It's probably Idea. She has memory manipulation, doesn't she? I don't know what she did to Cypher, but something she did to Cypher brought up like childhood, like I'm not the kid I was anymore and all that. I don't know why Cypher's obsessed with protecting Idea and killing us, but I'm gonna guess Erione is a witch of time and Idea is a witch of memory or something or another. Let's say that, sure. That's what I'm saying. You of all people should have known Kistis. You're a few years older than us. 親父と袋は本当の親じゃないんだが. So mom and dad, they're not my real parents. Yeah, I feel bad for Zell. That is a lot to take in to like find out at age 17 that you were adopted. I do think that's a conversation that needs to happen a little earlier. Heck, I would have been fine with Zell being like, oh yeah, I was adopted. Like he knew and just didn't remember this was the orphanage he was specifically grew up in. He was just like, oh yeah, my parents aren't my real parents. Well, I didn't tell you that? Like, they'd be mind melding after all, or some kind of dream fashioning the dark crystal, something or another.
孤児院はどこにあったのかな? I wonder where the orphanage was.
I know where it is. It's by ye old southern point where I passed by it when I was going to the Chocobo Forest things. そうか、お姉ちゃんがエレオネだったのか. I see big sis with Erione, huh? みんなお姉ちゃんが好きだったのにスコールが独り占めしてたんだよね. I mean, everyone loved her, but Squall, you kind of monopolized her, yeah? あんた、よく覚えてるな. Wow, you got good memory, huh? おかしな話だ. It's a weird story. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, you're right, Squall. It's a weird story. これはこんな生活だから誰も引き取ってくれなかった。あ、性格だから誰も引き取ってくれなかったと思う。Because I had a personality like this, no one adopted me. Oh, that's so sad. Ow. Squall's like, yeah, my personality sucks, so ever since I was 5 or whatever, like, no one wanted to adopt me. That is brutal. Aw, poor kid. Poor kid. You got adopted by Sid. Poor kid. That's even worse. 多分サイファも同じようなもので he's like Squall said I'm not going down on this ship alone. By the way, Cypher was in the same boat. No one adopted Cypher either because his personality sucked. だから5歳ぐらいの時には2人ともガーデンにいたはずだ。But anyway, yeah, Cypher also had a sucky personality. So since we both didn't get adopted, by the time we were 5, both of us went to garden. Okay, so I think Irvine is the same age as that. If that's the case, so Kistis was 6. I feel like you would have remembered being in an orphanage when you were 6 years old, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. それなのに孤児院の頃の話なんて全然したことがない。Even so, I've never talked about my time here in the orphanage. 俺はあいつを見てもそんなことを考えもしなかった。Even looking at his face, I didn't even think about the orphanage. 変だと思わないか? Don't you think that's weird? Yeah, I think... Alright. I already said my theory. Idea has brain manipulation magic, you know, in his time. That's my current hypothesis.
それは変! Yeah, that's funky! This memory stinks! 私はトラビア行ってから楽しいこといっぱいあったからね。I mean, after I went to Torabia, I had a lot of fun stuff happen. だからちっちゃい頃のことを忘れちゃったんだよ、きっと。That's why I'm sure I forgot about stuff when I was little. For surezies. でもスコールたちは変! 絶対変! But yeah, totally normal for me to forget it. I had a good childhood, but for Skull and Cypher, you guys stink! How'd you forget?
She's not saying they stink. She's saying, yeah, it's weird that you forgot it, though, because you guys had a horrible childhood.
It's like, yeah, your childhood sucked. Why did you forget about this?
It's like, chill, Selfie. 私、覚えてる。いいえ、思い出した。I remember. No. I was able to recall it. 私、引き取られた家でうまくいかなくて10歳でガーデンに来たの。What kind of monster is Kistis? So Squall, Cypher, been there since 5 years old. They're 17 right now. So it took Squall 17 years to graduate from garden. Kistis went to garden at age 10, graduated like at age 16. So it took her 6 years. It took her half the time it took Squall to become a seed member. And then she spent 2 years getting her teaching license. So she's 19 now. Dang. Anyway, for the family that adopted me, it didn't go well. So then at age 10, I went to garden. That's sad though. That is sad. She got adopted, but the family didn't like her, so she just left to go be a part of garden at age 10. That's it. So she was 6. So she was with this family for 4 years, and then they parted ways. その時サイファーとスコールに気がついたわ。At that time, I did recognize Cypher and Squall. サイファーとスコールはいつも喧嘩をしていたの。I mean, you two were always fighting. So I guess we stood out. いつもキスですか止めに入ってきた。Yeah, you always came in to stop us. そうなのよ。Yes, that's exactly right. サイファはいつでも自分が中心にいないと気が済まない子供だった。Cypher was always a child that wasn't satisfied unless he was in the center of attention. それなのにスコールはいつも無視してて。Even so, Squall, you always ignored him. See? Cypher's just got a little crush on Squall, so that's why he was bullying Squall. He wanted to be center of attention, and he couldn't get Squall's attention, so he's like, alright, I'm gonna stab you in the face and get your attention. そしていつも最後は喧嘩. And then it always ended up being a fight. スコールも逃げればいいのに戦って相手してた. Squall, you could have just run away from it, but you always humored him and fought. 相手しなければいいって言ったらスコールはべそかきながら I don't know what べそかきながら means. So I always told you that you don't have to go along with the fights, but Squall would like, you'd get like sniffly, I think. I know missile. What's missile kakinagara?
He's not translating it.
Oh, whimpering. Oh, whimpering. Bros backstabbing bros for attention. I mean, you do silly stuff when you got a childhood crush, you know? You know that emote where you have the finger guns pointing at each other so you look like you're just, you know, poking your pointer fingers together? That's Cypher. He's like, hey, Squall, pay attention to me. Aren't I the bestest person in the world? And Squall, like, doesn't say anything, and he goes, pay attention to me, Slice. Fight me. Bleh. Witness me. Yeah. That's Cypher. But yeah, you'd always start whimpering. 一人でも頑張らなくちゃお姉ちゃんに会えなくなるって You'd always start whimpering. I gotta do the best I can by myself, or else Big Sister won't see me. I can't see Big Sister anymore. 私はお姉ちゃん、エレオネの代わりになろうとしたんだわ。About Big Sister, I tried to be Eleone's replacement for you guys. なんとか頑張ったけどダメで。そうなんだわ。I did my best, but it didn't work out. Yes, that's right. 私、教官になったからもスコールが気になって仕方なかった。Yes, ever since I became a teacher, I was always worried about you, Squall. それは変だと思ってたわ。Hold on, that's not hen! That's not hen, is it? Get out of here. That's not the kanji for hen, is it? Someone call the police! Because that's the kanji for love. それは恋と思ってた. I thought that was love. I thought I was in love with a student. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that too. 私は教官だから気持ちを隠して。でも違ったんだわ. I was a teacher, so I did my best to hide it. But those feelings ended up wrong. So it wasn't love in the romantic sense. It was love in that you saw him as a little brother. Gotcha. Kistis, you're a weird character. Sure. 子供の頃の姉のような気持ちだけが残っていて。Those were the feelings of being an older sister when we were children. Those were the feelings that remained. なんだ. I see. So that's what it was. Okay, so like something about Squall was always on her mind. So she was worried like, oh snap, do I like this kid? Oh snap, I gotta push it away. But now she's finding relief that like, oh, he bothered me because I remembered him from childhood as being my younger brother. Okay. Kistis is a weird addition to all this. I'll just say that. You feel better now? You didn't love a minor, even though there's only 2 years apart, but yeah. Okay. I'll talk to Zell first. Yeah, that was weird, right? おい、いくらなんでも俺たち忘れすぎじゃないのか? Yeah, no matter how much time has passed, isn't it weird that we forgot this much stuff? Like, it's weird, yeah?
思い出せないよ。Yep, can't remember. 孤児院の場所は確かThe place of the orphanage was where?
Kistis と話しなよ。ちょっとショックだったみたいだよ。Oh, Kistis と話しなよ。ちょっとショックだったみたい。Go talk to Kistis. It seems like she's got a bit of shock from that revelation. Poor girl, she was confusing romantic feelings with sisterly affection. It's insects without the C. All right. 勘違いの恋ってやつ. So it was misplaced love, huh? Rinoa. No, I don't remember. Rinoa is probably freaking out on the basketball court. She was like, guys, why are you all zoning out like this? What is happening? This is why Rinoa is not invited to birthday parties. Because she wasn't an orphan. Rinoa 登場ですっぱり諦めてたから全然いいんだけどね。 I had completely given up on that notion when Noah appeared anyway, so it's fine. This... Can I be a little weird? This is not a final verdict because I haven't played the whole game. Out of everyone in the party, I don't think Kistis has added much to the story. I don't know, yeah, like teacher, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I never vibed with Kistis, and I don't know why. And now this whole plot point is just weird. Noah must not interrupt the dream flashback. Yeah, the dream fast. Yeah, that part. Ah, what? Cypher も同じなのよ. Cypher is the same. Oh, you thought you liked Squall and Cypher? You were going for a 3. So, okay, fine. Cypher も子供の頃のことは忘れているんだと思う. I think, oh, that's what you meant. When you suddenly exclaim, oh, Cypher too. My mind is immediately gonna think about the last conversation we had and be like, you like Cypher too? What the heck, lady? Okay, she meant, oh, Cypher too. I'm sure Cypher has also forgotten about our childhood. Gotcha. You gave me a heart attack, Kisses. I was about to hate you for that. けれども、スコールと見ると気持ちがざわざしてきて。So he must have forgotten it, but every time he saw a Squall, something uncomfortable must have, like, he must have felt had some uncomfortable feelings about seeing Squall, something like that. それでスコールに絡んでたのか. So that's why he kept fighting with Squall. Yes. Because love. どうして忘れるんだ? Why did we forget? 子供の頃から一緒にいて、それどうして忘れる? We were together as children, so why did we forget? こんな感じどう? So, hey, picture this. I'm about to be mad. This better be a false hypothesis, Irvine. So, GF を使う代償. So it's the price of using guardian forces. The price of getting a girlfriend for getting your past. The reason why I would disagree is because Squall didn't have that in the beginning, but Squall didn't know Cypher then. Maybe they didn't give us enough backstory of our time at the school to know the dynamics. So I don't know how long we've been using girlfriends. In the opening cutscene, Cypher was using magic, but Squall wasn't. So I don't know how long Squall was using the Guardian Forces. But given the fact that I've never given Kistis or Irvine a girlfriend, should not excuse the fact that you paid the price, because you haven't. I've been putting it all on Squall. So if that's the case, I understand why Squall forgot. None of y'all have an excuse then, because I never let you guys use the girlfriends. GF は力を、no, 力を、it's not 貸してくれる. That's not it. 与えてくれる? Is that it? Yeah, okay. So the Guardian Forces give us power. でもガールフレンド俺たちの頭の中に自分の場所を作るから. However, the Guardian Forces need to make space in our heads to have a place to be. So, その場所はもっともっと思い出がしまってある場所ってことでしょ? もともと思い出. So that place the girlfriends reside is the place where we store memories in our brains. I'm sorry, that's dumb, but sure. それが Guardian Force something 後半 exchange, I'm guessing. それはGuardian Force 批判の人たちが流している単なる噂よ. That's just a rumor spread by people who criticize the Guardian Force. GF にI barely gave you girlfriends either, so. GF に頼ってるといろんなことを思い出せなくなるってことか. So does it mean that if we rely on the Guardian Forces too much, we'll forget a lot of things? Sure. その危険なものはシード学園長が許すはずないじゃない? Don't you think Principal Sid wouldn't allow something as dangerous as that? I'm still on my idea is a memory melding witch. Are you guys not realizing that you're talking about a mama sensei that hasn't appeared once yet? So it's gotta be Idea? I'm still banking on that. じゃあみんな忘れてるのに俺だけいろいろ覚えてたのは? So why is it that you all forgot everything but I still remember everything? というわけ? どういうわけ? Give me an explanation for that. 俺は最近まで GF をジャンクションしたことはなかった。I haven't junctioned the girlfriend until recently. だから君たちよりもいろんなことを覚えてる。That's why I remember things more than you guys. セルフィーはどうなの? Then what about Selfie? ガーディアンフォース体験はバラムガーデンに来てからよね。She didn't experience the girlfriend experience until coming to Balm Garden, right?
Yuppers!
Hey, so remember that Mama Sensei we were talking about? 私たちが力を引き換えに記憶を失い出す is not the right 漢字。私たちは力を引き換えの記憶を差し出した。We traded our memories in exchange for powers. I don't think it's that. That's a red herring. I don't think it's that. 記憶なくすのは GF のせい。それで他の軍曹は GF 使わないのか。So, in exchange... So, losing our memories is the fault of the Guiding Force? And that's why other militaries don't use it? Is that what it is? I think we talked to Irvine first? And then Selfie? 覚えてない方がいいことだってあるから。I mean, there are things better left forgotten. 戦いの中にいるときはそんな方がいいってことが多いから。I mean, when you're fighting, there are several cases where it's better when things are forgotten. Alright, Selfie, what up?
告白します I have a confession!
What's your confession?
私12歳の時に妨害準訓練行った
Nope. I'm not gonna try.
私12歳の時に野外訓練行ったんだ I went to an outdoor training camp when I was 12 years old そこで倒したモンスターにTF が入ってて So in the monster I thought there was a guardian force hidden within it その GF をしばらくジャンクションしてたの And then I junctioned with that girlfriend for a while だから経験育ってこと経験者ってこと So yeah, I had a junction for that, so that's why I'm an experienced person with girlfriends. Yeah, that's right. I've had an experience with a girlfriend. You jelly?
The likelihood of a whole group of young late teens not being all excited to recognize each other. Yeah. I mean, I do think it's weird. I would be freaked out too. I'd be like, why did I forget? Like, good to see you again, but how did I forget all this? I would be freaked out more, but they are military, so they are experienced to be cold and collected about everything. That's why Renoa's not invited to this conversation.
でも変 but it's still weird. その GF の名前思い出せないよ I can't remember that girlfriend's name.
I was about to say, you didn't come with a new girlfriend, so I'm guessing that's gonna come later. But she's saying she can't recall the name of that girlfriend. じゃあやっぱり GF のせいどうする? Then, as I thought, it is the fault of the Guardian Forces. What should we do? I still think it's a red herring. I refuse. どうするってそれはそれでいいだろ? I mean, what should we do? I mean, isn't it fine? It's fine, right? よくねえだろう. Hey, yo is not good at all. ここでやめるのか? So we stop now? GF は外してほしいか? So do you want me to remove the junctions all here, right now? Strip naked of my girlfriends? 戦い続ける限り GF が 与えてくれる力が必要だ。As long as we plan on continuing to fight, we need to continue to borrow powers from these guardian forces. その代わりに何を、差し出すというなら俺は構わない。If we have to give something, if you have to pay something in exchange for that power, then I don't mind.
みんな日記をつけよう。Hey guys, let's all write diaries. きっかけがあれば思い出せるよ。If we have a chance, we might be able to remember things. それに消えていく思い出に負けないくらいたくさんの思い出のネタ作ろう。And then let's make so many like good memories that I won't lose to all the forgotten memories, yeah?
本当にそれでいいのかよ。You guys seriously okay with that? Yeah. それでいいのか。Wait. I guess I'm good with that. そうだぜ。子供の頃サイファーにいじめられたことなんか忘れてもいい。Yeah, that's right. I'm totally cool with forgetting for the fact that Cypher bullied me as a kid. それよりも今バラムにいる両親を守るための力が俺には大切だ。More so than that, what's more important than that is the power to be able to protect my parents that's back at Balam. 俺に引き取って育ててくれたんだ。They took me in and raised me well. 母さんたち守る力手伸ばせないぜ。I won't let go of the power to protect my mother. Aww. And kiss this. ねえ、what? みんなママ先生のことは思い出せる？ That's what I was saying! Y'all are late to the party! Do you guys all remember Teacher Mama at all? Remember anything about her? Strip naked and lose all the power that comes with it? Yeah! No. That's funny, Omega Raptor. いつも黒い服で She was always wearing black. ママ先生、黒い服。それはまるで Teacher Mama, black clothes. That's almost like 優しい顔、黒くて長い髪。あ、私憧れてたのな。She had a kind face, long black hair. She was someone that I longed to be like. 似てる。ママ先生、似ている。They're similar. Teacher Mama, similar.
あれ？顔思い出したら、now that I've recalled her face.
似てる？違うよ。They look like... No, that's not right. ママ先生の名前はイデア・クレイム。20 points to Gryffindor! I was right! Teacher Mama's name was Idea Claimer. So it's all Sid's fault. Okay. Sid is a punk. Mama sensei wa majo Idea nanda. Teacher Mama is the witch Idea. Ooh. Okay, you got me back on board with the music though. Okay, you got me back with that. I was in a salty mood. I was like, that's what I was saying, but you got me back with that.
Mama sensei, majo Idea. Teacher Mama is the witch Idea.
どうしてママ先生が Why is Teacher Mama? どうして Why? どうしてママ先生が国を乗っ取ったりミサイル発射したりしたのかってこと？ You're asking why Teacher Mama took over a country and launched missiles? それはきっと俺たちはここで話してもわからないと思うんだ。I'm sure the answer to that is something we won't figure out just chatting about it here. そうだろうな。Yeah, ain't that right? 聞いてよ、please listen. シードがガーデンってママ先生が考えたんだろ？ Seed and garden was a concept of Teacher Mama's, right? 俺は聖女じゃないけど気持ちだけは君たちと一緒だ。I'm not seed yet, but I have the same feelings as you guys. Seed は魔女と戦うんだろ？ So Seed is supposed to fight. Was I also right in the fact that Idea got is controlled by something else. This is all a prerequisite build up to have these key figures defeat her in the end. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little salty if that's true. I don't want to know that much of the story. I don't want my hypothesis is to be that correct. I didn't realize this music is ever reused in the game. Nice, right? It's nice. The music is nice. And Seed has to fight the witch, correct? Nanka henda. Yeah, that's weird. そうだ。俺はサイファーに Oh, so question, is Idea the one that healed Squall to completion? I don't know. そうだ。あれはサイファーに拷問された時だ。That's right. That's when I was being tortured by Cypher. Seed は何かと聞かれた。He was asking what Seed was. そんなことママ先生なら知ってるはず。Something like that. Teacher Mama should know. でも魔女イデはママ先生。間違いない。However, the witch is Teacher Mama. There is no mistake in that. どういうことだ? So what does that mean? It means that's not Mama Sensei anymore! She's locked deep away in the subconscious, and that's why Ereone was initially working together. Because that's why the Galbadia seed probably picked up Ereone. Galbadia's seed was to evacuate Ereone. And they're not actually working for the witch Idea. They're working for Idea, but not the witch Idea. So what's happening? Score, 聞いてる? Hey, Score, are you listening? So what I'm trying to say is something like this. Yeah, it's Rinoa が言ったこととってもよくわかるんだ. I really understand what Rinoa is trying to say. わかるけどそれでも俺は戦うよ. I understand, but even so, I'm gonna fight. We went through all that backstory for Irvine to say, anyways, what Rinoa is saying, even though I understand what she's saying, I'm gonna fight. This whole backstory was Irvine to be like, anyway, so I knew all this, but I'm still gonna fight. Even though Rinoa's worried about fighting, yeah, anyways. My answer to Rinoa's words, I'm still gonna fight. Okay. 俺がこれまでに決めてきたことを大切にしたいからな. I want to treasure all the decisions I've made thus far. みんなも同じだと思うんだ. I'm sure everyone else is the same as me. だから戦う相手がママ先生だってことをちゃんと知った方がいいと思った. That's why I thought it was best for everyone to know that the opponent we're fighting is Teacher Mama. I wanted to let you guys know beforehand. ほら、よく言うだろ? Hey, they always say that thing, right? 人生には無限の可能性があるって. Oh, that's not 無限. I think that's 無限. Life is full of infinite possibilities, yeah? 俺はそんな信じてないんだ. I don't believe in that. いつだって選べる道は少なかった. I was always, I was only left with only a few options to choose from. 時には道は一本しかなかった. At times I only had one path to go down. その少なかった可能性の中から自分で選んだ結果が俺をここまで連れてきた. Even so, from those few options I was left with, the road I chose led me to this point here. だからこそ俺はその選んだ道を. That's why the path I chose. You know what? I just realized I'm a little late to the party. So it makes it seem like Irvine was aware of who Idea was beforehand then, right? So I feel like the burden he had when he had to do that sniping mission was a lot more than if I fail, because he told Squall, if I fail, the whole mission fails. I think maybe he told himself what she's doing is wrong, so I have to do it. I think maybe that point was Squall encouraging him. It's like, oh, if I fail, all fails. It would be like, oh, you know, even with, if you miss, we'll do something about it. Like seeing Squall and everyone being able to be with him. I think it helped him steel his resolve that I'm gonna have to kill Mama Sensei, teacher Mama. Because I think he's told himself he steeled himself. I don't think he was actually prepared in that moment to take the shot. So he thought his hands shaking was fear of messing up. It was also in his subconscious. He was afraid of hitting her. But then with Squall in the group, they're saying we'll deal with the rest. You just do what you gotta do. It helped him steel his resolve of, oh, I'm gonna take the shot. And I'm gonna make the shot properly. I'm gonna hit her, which he did. It would have been a headshot had she not had a shield up, but yeah. I like her, but even though his intro animation was goofy. 選ばなくちゃならなかった道を大切にしたい. For the choices I had no choice in making, I want to cherish those choices. 確かに俺たちの相手は大好きだったママ先生だ. It's true that our opponent is the teacher mama that we all loved. GF のせいで大切なものをなくすかもしれない. And due to the guardian forces, we might lose something precious. いいんだ、それでも. But I'm fine with that. 俺は運命とかに流されてここにいるわけじゃないから. It's not like I was brought here by the whims of fate or anything. 自分で選んだから今ここにいるんだ. I chose to be here, that's why I'm here now. それに何より. And more than that, 俺たちは子供の頃一緒にいただろ? We were together as children, yeah? それがいろんな事情で引き離されてしまったんだ. And we were, we were separated and taken apart due to various circumstances. 子供だったから一人では生きていけなくて. We were kids, so we couldn't survive by ourselves. 他に許された道もなくて、ただ泣いているだけだったさ. We weren't given the grace of other options, so all we could do was cry. We didn't have any other options yet, or roads. でもさ, you know? Should I let the ads run? I don't know how much longer there is to this dialogue. I'll let the ads run. I'm guessing there's more than 5 minutes left. でもさ, but you know what? 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 What do you mean, you know what? You know what is... like... what is happening? でもさ、こうしてまた一緒になれた. But like this, we're together again. 新しい仲間、友達も増えた. We have... as new comrades. We also got new friends. Hold on. Doorbell's ringing. I'll BRB. You ain't slick, PK Rockin'. I see those choco booties, choco booty wops. I'm back. So great news. My desk keyboard slider thing is here. Woo! Apparently the instructions for assembling this thing is kind of a pain. That was what the review said. Like, product's great. It's just the instructions are not clear. So I'm gonna suffer doing that tonight. But yeah, I saw you, PK Rockin'. But yeah, I got my little keyboard slider. That was quick. That was quick. That wasn't supposed to come till Wednesday. They said you will get this 2 days early. Anyways, let's see if I can't finish up and get to a save point here soon. I gotta end. 俺たちはもう小さな子供じゃない. We're not little kids anymore. みんなとっても強くなった. Everyone's gotten so strong. もう戦って離れ離れにされるのは嫌だから。あ、失って。Oh, well, no, I can't read. Nope, I cannot read. That's not 戦って, right? Is that 黙って? もう黙って離れ離れにされるのは嫌だから. I don't wanna be silently separated for you anymore. Boss is ditching us for a construction project. Yeah, I want to see my keyboard. I hate ducking under my mic to look at the keyboard while I'm streaming. Or ducking under the mic to look at my monitor when I'm not streaming. I like to be able to see stuff, you know? だから俺は戦う. That's why I'll fight. 少しでも長く一緒にいるために. In order to be with you guys for a little while longer. それが俺にできる、なんちゃら一本、一杯。手一杯? That's not 手一杯. Is it? Oh, 精一杯だから。それが俺にできるの精一杯. So that's the best. That is the utmost that I can do. 俺もだぜ、戦うぜ。Me too. I'm gonna fight too, yo. 怯えて隠れるなんて嫌だからな。It's not my style to be scared and hide away.
ママ先生相手なのが辛いことだけどね。I mean, it's gonna be tough to fight against Teacher Mama, but...
そういう状況によってはガーデンの卒業生同士が戦わなくてはならないの同じよ。So depending on the circumstances, you might be having to fight with fellow graduates of Garden as well. It is like a similar situation with having to fight with Garden's graduates. Rinoa. 俺たちの方法ってこうなんだ. So this is our method. This is the way we're gonna do it. 戦うことでしか自分も仲間も守れないんだ. I only know how to protect myself and my comrades by fighting. それでも良ければ俺たちと一緒にいてくれる? Irregardless of that, are you still willing to be alongside us? Will you still stay by our side? みんなも望んでるはずだ. I'm pretty sure everyone else wants you to stay by our side as well. Rinoa's like, I didn't go to your weird flashbacks. I don't know what's happening. 見て見て. She's not answering. Oh, because it's snowing. She's like, oh, look. What? Thank you for the funny bitty bits, Chrono. Thank you for the funny bitty bits. Stuck in bed today because food poisoning. Oh no, Annan, I hope you feel better. Drink lots of fluids. Maybe like room temperature water is good. Maybe some electrolytes. Have some easy digestible food. What are the easy digestible foods? I think like eggs if they're scrambled are good, right? Applesauce. Rice gruel. Soup. Soup is good. Steamed veggies. But yeah, sorry you're sick. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Thought I could take it. I'm gonna use this sickness to catch up on sleep too. Yeah, get some sleep. Get lots of sleep. Wait, I'm curious. What if I do this? So I bless Annan's dreams. Please do be something funny. It'd be so funny if it was like fried chicken or something. Takoyaki? Okay, that's not as exciting. I was like, oh, before you rest up, have some delicious dreams of, you know, I was hoping it'd be something that'd be hard to digest. Takoyaki, granted, is not easy to digest. It's just that fried chicken is a little more well-known, so I know fried chicken is not good to eat right now, but... yeah, takoyaki is not... octopus and squid are not good on digestion. They are harder to digest, so... it's still kind of funny. That's like, yeah, go eat an octopus, that will make you even more sick. But yeah, maybe some warm water. Yesterday I found out that I could officially download the old Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger games on iPhone. Oh, nice! Do it! I tried takoyaki once, not really my thing. First, you don't finish playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and now you're dissing my takoyaki? You must have had some gross takoyaki. To be fair, I've had some not so great takoyaki. The appeal of takoyaki is that it's cheap and it's piping hot, good stall food. That's what it is. To the rest of us who haven't tried takoyaki, wow, man, that's rude. I've had some not great takoyaki. I've had that too, where they cook it too long, so like the shell is just crunchy. I've had some bad takoyaki before, so fair. But I like me some good takoyaki, where they put tenkasu in it, so it's extra gooey inside. It's piping hot, 3rd degree burns all up in your mouth. I had it in America though, made by a white guy. So, I mean, much like, you know, meats in general, I don't know if I trust octopuses procured in America. I don't know if I trust most seafood procured in America. I mean, lobster, sure, but my image, America does not equate seafood. Let's put it that way. I mean, maybe some like river types sea creatures like trout, sure. Salmon, sure. Ocean critters? I don't know if I trust America with ocean critters though. I don't think I've ever had bad takoyaki. I've had some like mediocre takoyaki. Hey boss, what? Stop interrupting me. I'm trying to find a save point. Because I can't go all the way to Japan for takoyaki. Well, come to Japan. Just get a ticket and come to Japan. And then feed Hakuto a meal and then be on your merry way. I like how I'm gradually making it rule. Like, if you come to Japan, you have to come buy me a meal. That is your gate of entryway into Japan. You have to buy Hakuto a meal. I could bring you to a seafood joint. The place nearby bordered another salmon close, would blow your mind. Oh, nice, nice.
Ah, mite.
Yup.
Hey, look.
Noah's like, I'm not gonna answer that question, by the way.
Yosei no nanchara mono da.
I can't believe I can read Yosei, but I can't read that 3rd kanji there. I'm so dumb. Why can I friggin' read fairy? But not the actual important kanji that 1st graders can read.
Okurimono da. It's a gift from the fairies.
Nah. Ide no koji ie itte minai ka? Hey, why don't we try going to the orphanage, Ideo's orphanage, yeah? Nanka wakaru kamo ne, we might know something. Alright, well I know where I'm going next. Mama sensei ga kou natte shimatta gein? You're talking about the reason why teacher Mama ended up like the way she is? Gein wa kako ni okotta nanika daro. The cause should be something that happened in the past, right? Kako wa kako. The past is the past. Owatte shimatta koto. It's something that can't be changed. どんな事実が出てきても今は変わるわけじゃない。No matter what truth appears, it won't change what we have to do. でも, however, man, how did I immediately know the kanji for Yosei, but I don't know this Goo Goo Gaga stuff? 正直言って俺も見たい. To be quite honest, I want to see it too. 何があるのかわからないけど、イデアの家を探してみるか. That's her house? Okay, fine. I don't know if we'll find something there, but let's go to Idea's house. You still haven't answered me, Noah. Will you stick with us? You subverted the question by saying, hey, look, it's snowing. talk to Rinoa? Why won't you let me talk to Rinoa? Oh, cause okay. Minna. Everyone. 強いんだね. Everyone's strong. 強い? それはきっと違うような気がする. Strong? That doesn't seem to quite be right. 深く考えると Google Translate. 深く考えると身動き取れなくなる。みんなそれが怖いんだと思う。Because if we all think too deeply about it, we'll all be paralyzed. I think everyone is afraid of that. 戦わなくてもいい方法か。A way so we don't have to fight, huh? 見つかればいいな。I hope you can find one. So he's not completely shutting her down. He's just saying, this is what we're gonna do. We'd be happy for you to tag alongside us. But if you want to find a way to solve this without the fight, you are free to do that. But our answer is already set in stone. I like that. I like that. I think, despite the story being quite silly, I think the dialogue is well written. The dialogue feels... Do I go to Idea's house? I'm trying to end here. Okay, fine. I'll at least park the ship near Idea's house. You mojo. What do you mean? I don't have the squeaks, but I can't imagine it. What are we squeaking about? What are we squeaking about? Color text must be important. Is it just me or just I have like an infinite amount of vocabulary? There's a lot of words that mean a lot of things. It's hard to explain because I would say English also has a lot of words in different ways. Oh, is this a dead end? Oh, wait, no. This is fine. No, this is fine. We can hop out here. Whee! English also does have... Like, English is a very flexible language. Japanese has a lot of words. English is flexible. You're not gonna find a Japanese equivalent of yeet or spurt or skibbity toilet. Like, there's no way to make that make sense in Japanese, which, you know, understandably, it might be considered more of like a brain rot language. Like, why would we want to know those words? But in my mind, Japanese isn't quite flexible enough to make words like that as a language. Thanks for the novel. It was a lot of dialogue. It really was. I think it was somewhere over on this side. The English version has a good translation and is well written too. Really? Someone told me that the English version cut out a lot of Squall's inner dialogue. They just left it blank. I don't know if that's the original version and the remake remedied that. I actually don't know. But someone was telling me the English version was actually bad. English has one of the most BS word pronunciation issues. One of those tomb bomb comb issues. Yeah, about that. Oh, see, here we are. Found it. Okay, so I'm gonna hop back in here. Wow, I found it so quickly. Is there something behind me? What was that? Oh, well, hi there. I did not see you there. I'm gonna go recluse to my bedroom. I'm gonna have my bros hang out on my twin size bed because that's what bros do. It would be amazing to count up how many different words I use in the course of a day compared to the amount of words in a 2-hour Final Fantasy VIII Japanese session. Ooh. Well, I'm not the greatest person on that, but I will say the highlights of today was Squall being like, man, my personality sucked, so no one adopted me. But Cypher sucked too, so no one adopted him. Oh, get wrecked. I'm like, Squall, well, that wasn't necessary, but sure. I like English myself, but maybe I'm biased. What's up, Lad Exaggerate? Are you almost done with Final Fantasy V? Because I think I saw most of your characters yesterday had the Mimic class, and I think the Mimic class is pretty much endgame, right? I could be wrong. The Mimic outfits are the ones with the horn, right? Everyone has the unicorn horn? I can't remember. I was lurking in your stream, and I'm like, everyone's red, and they look like they got horns. Is that Mimic? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a night. Catch some Z's. Have a good rest of the day, Hakuto. Thank you, Omega Raptor. I'm about to end too, but let me bless your dreams with something nummy.
Nom 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 nom.
Ooh, brownies. Have some delicious brownie dreams. Don't eat anonymous brownie though, because anonymous brownie has food poisoning, and we don't want you to get sick. Omega Browner, Omega. I said Omega Brownie. I said Omega Browner, I think, because I was trying to say Omega Raptor, but then I was thinking about the brownies you were gonna dream of, so I said Omega Browner. Anyways, words are overrated. That might be true Squall's dialogue, but probably space for consideration. Gotcha. I don't know who said it. Someone said that it's not a space thing. Like, there was just blank dialogue for when Squall was thinking to himself. Sometimes during the game, it would just be blank, which I think is quite unfortunate. But I can't remember who said that, so I can't confirm if that's actually the case. I like other languages because they kind of paint pictures with words, whereas English is, it's a little sterile for the purpose unless you intend it. You've just got to master the use of the English language to paint a picture. A cacophony of colors before your eyes, and I'm not the person to be poetic. I'll leave that to Ann and Brownie. And Ann's better at Zia poetics. I don't think the English dialogue is bad at all. I agree, it is well written. Well written, but missing dialogue? Who told me that? Now I gotta figure out who told me that. A lot of Squall's inner dialogue, they never translated. They just left it as blank spaces. I gotta figure out who said that. I imagine this translation is just straight text dump and they didn't reprogram the dialogue to Windows or anything. Gotcha. I don't have Mimic unlocked yet. The unicorn horn is Summoner, which you get very early on. Oh, gotcha. All right. I'm guessing you're still at the beginning parts of the game then. I can't remember what the Mimic outfit looks like, so I saw the horn. I'm like, is that the Mimic? The Mimic job mostly looks like the defaults, but with capes. Gotcha. I'd say about 30% through the main story. Gotcha! Man, let's just say, so Lara exaggerates 30% way through their story. I'm gonna guess you're gonna beat Final Fantasy V before I beat Final Fantasy VIII, because the first hour of today, I was just talking about what I did over the weekend, the stuff I bought for Black Friday. I got a package during stream. It's my little desk attachment where I can put my keyboard. It like slides in and out. I'm so happy I got that. Now I can look at my keyboard. Omega Browner, ultimate mix between Omega and Brownie. Yes. Oh, no worries, no worries. I was just bobbing up. Oh, I forgot to mention, so funny story happened. I told some of my mods, but weirdest thing happened. One of my YouTube VODs got disputed, you know, a copyright claim on YouTube that does not affect the channel. It happens as you're uploading the video, it'll process it, and if it finds any copyrighted content, it'll let you know. For some reason, the Final Fantasy VIII fanfare music has been getting caught, but I can dispute it under fair use, say it's gameplay, and say, hey, you can hear me talking over the music. I'm not showcasing the song itself. It's just a part of the game. I got a dispute, and it's obviously a YouTube AI thing. So the AI caught me using a Frank Ocean song, and I'm like, what do you mean a Frank Ocean song? I don't know what Frank Ocean doing up in here, but there's no Frank Ocean up in here. It was when I had to restart the game. Apparently Frank Ocean sampled the PlayStation startup music for one of his songs called Start. And YouTube, having an IQ of 3, said, hey, that sounds like Frank Ocean, when in actuality Frank Ocean sampled it from PlayStation. So the little PlayStation startup sound got caught, so I'm disputing that. It's so stupid, but it's really funny. But to begin with, these copyright claims do not affect the channels. They're just the ones that like, hey, you know, if you were to get, who's that? Zero Ninja 504, thank you for the follow.
Konero, konero, konero.
Where was I in chat? Squall does seem more articulate here. Renoa too, actually. My copy of the Japanese version of this game arrived last week, so I'll check it out soon. Yeah, it's fun. I will warn you, Clay, at the beginning of the game, there is a lot of military type vernacular, if that's the right word to describe it. So you will need your translation app a lot for that. Like when they're talking about strategies for the SEED exam, rankings. This is the major, this is a sergeant, colonel, commander. You're gonna need your translator app for that, because I absolutely did. Me when the streamer yaps.
Nyam 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 nyam.
That's me. What a wonderful techno dystopia we live in, right? It's, yeah. Final Fantasy VIII is about 3-4 times longer than 5, so I'll probably will finish first, but who knows? It's definitely not a fair race either way. I don't even know if I'm anywhere near the end of Disc 2, but I guess we'll just find out. I don't know if I'm getting any more girlfriends either. So I have Quetzalcoatl, Shiva, Ifrit, Siren, the brothers, Diablos, Carbuncle, Leviathan, Pandemonium, and Tonberry right now. I know how to acquire Odin, but I've been told not to get Odin yet because it'll mess with some things. And I do have Phoenix. Zero Ninja, Irasha. I see you have a cute little Batman emote. I'm Batman. I shan't say, you shall be silenced, liar, exaggerate, because thou shalt not spoil the streamer.
I'll be your girlfriend if you need extra.
Anywho, I hope you all had a enjoyable time here. I am sorry, Zero Ninja. I am ending. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I usually only stream 3 hours, so I do apologize. You just came here, but I'll be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy VIII. We're gonna roll up to Idea's house. Galbadia Garden is right behind me, and I don't know how I missed them. I parked, looked behind me, and said, oh snap. But no raid today, just because since I did go overtime, I need to quickly get started on dinner. But yeah, I hope you all had a delicious... You all have a delicious rest of your nondescript, non-distinct time of day. But yeah, thank you all for coming along. Oh, Kujo, thank you for getting that. The Discord, the socials, the throne that I need to update because I bought some stuff. The stream net, yeah, merch. Oh, I forgot to update the December t-shirt. I'll upload that. I gotta upload that. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to watch. Thank you, Zero Ninja. Yes, I am. This is my first time playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII, so just a heads up of no spoilers, no backseating, yada yada yada. But I am right outside Idea's house, and I'm gonna go. FBI, open up. That's what I'm gonna do. But yes. Yeah, take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. No raid. おつまたね。バイバイキン。じゃあね。おやすみなさい。Good night.